Testing, testing. There we go. See if I'm on stream here. What do we got here? Nobody quite yet. Welcome to the fucking show.
The Super Bowl should have been in Detroit this year, but that's okay. The Detroit Lions are on the radio.
Lions on radio. Lions and Chiefs. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. What the fuck? We all had our chances. Brutal.
Tough way to go out. Tough way to end the season. You know, especially how wide the NFC was open this year. But what are you going to do?
Since we have the Lions on the phone, I'm going to go look at the schedule. See where things went wrong. Lions versus the Giants. You know what? I didn't see a lot of that game. I was putting together my fucking house, and here it is.
Wasn't a pretty game.
I'm looking at it. You lose 23-10. I don't know how long you want to wait for people to settle in, but looks super low scoring, and the 4 turnovers there is what probably kills you.
Yeah, so it's what it is. Started the game off with the interception. You know, it's never a great way to start it. You know, we conquered that though. We took a 10-3 lead, and then after that, a pick 6 right before half. Put it 10-10. He goes into half, and then it was rough. Then should have been a little bit closer. It was at the 1-yard line in the fourth quarter, and I just threw a huge in the end zone for interception, and that was the game at that point. But a lot of opportunities that we could have capitalized off on that we didn't, but we're going to be back.
Sorry here. I'm just fucking with some audio for a second. So, Bobby, you play this game, you end up fucking losing. Why did you lose? Can you come back again? What's the when I play a playoff game, I kind of go back and just any game. I'm mad at first, and then I think back to what could I have done in my own control? Because sometimes the game kind of fucks you over, but. What's your takeaway here? Did you just fuck up? Too much pressure? Could you not run it? I got a million reasons I can go into all my games that I've lost. What's the takeaway here for the Lions here? Could be you can have the floor for a minute. We got 12 people listening just to catch people up. We just started the broadcast. The Super Bowl here, boy, it might be 8:30, might be 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. So let me put this in message. Super Bowl kickoff is later than expected, so we could have the floor here for a minute. Where we are right now, we just got on. We have Bobby and I are in chat. Super Bowl 39 tonight. We're giving away a 4K TV, by the way. If you want to enter the giveaway, just type giveaway in chat. You can use your credit to trade in tickets. Subscribing will give you 500. Cheering and this and that and watching gives you more, blah, blah, blah. I got some stats down in the corner here, some overlays for people to look at. I have the schedule on the side. Again, Dr. Ice Punch here in the booth. I'm here all night. I got Bobby now. So we're talking Lions. He made it to the conference title game and then couldn't get past the Giants, and we're just going over the real nitty-gritty details here. I'm trying to ask some questions about what the hell happened. Do you have a takeaway from this game at all? Do you not care? Do you not even like? Do you just, what's your mindset like? Just whatever.
So,
Next.
my mindset going into that conference game was I felt I accomplished, something this season. Made it further, the furthest I have in the regular season.
Yep.
It would have been nice to get to the Super Bowl, but what really was the reason why I lost this game and why I lose a lot of my games is just the turnovers. I give 3 points away. I had a pick six in there before half. Demoralizes the team. Not I myself, my players aren't feeling so great about themselves, and just I choked. There was a lot of wide open reads for receivers, and I just didn't hit them in time, and ended up either taking the sack or throwing the ball away. But besides that, I think my defense played pretty solid against him in this game.
Yeah, I mean, so I think in a lot of these Giants games we're seeing they're not really doing a lot on offense. I think they are I think they finished the season with like the number 1 rated D. What number rated pass D? I have the stats somewhere. Let me look it up here for 2 seconds. Giants. They're number 1 in passing defense. You come into this game, Bobby, what's up with the picks? What's up with the turnovers when I watch you play? When I'm like, if I'm really taking you seriously, I'm like, dude, if I play versus the Lions, I think I'm really high up in pass defense. I'm usually like number 1, 2, or 3 because I throw the ball a lot too. If I'm playing you, I am trying to lurk all over the field and get these picks. What goes through your head? What do you just get too aggressive? Do you move your feet? You just a gunslinger by nature? What's the story here?
I know you like the feet talk where you gotta set your feet, and I'm all for that. I think my problem is one, I always look for the guy who's open. If he's not open, then I usually make mistakes. But if I don't have a clear guy who's open, that's when I get in trouble because my other problem is that I don't really position the ball well. So my first pick was an out route, and I pulled down on the left stick. Or really a left stick, and that brought it down more when I should have been aiming it a little bit better.
Now, when you are playing and throwing these passes, are you like going back and looking at something like, hey, man, this guy called cover 2. So in that little, blue zone there, it's a real tough toss. You're in trouble if you throw versus a cloud flat. Do you go back and look at stuff like that? Do you care? Do you know if because if it's cover 3 or cover 4, you may have a shot depending on what's going on. But it was a corner pick? What type of pick was it? Who picked the ball off?
It was a slot guy. He ran a corner.
Oh, you throwing an out route to a corner?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then that's what got me. I tried to he had a high safety. And I think he had a cloud flat on the left side, and I was trying to aim it right in the middle of those guys, but I didn't aim it well enough on the stick.
Just not aimed well enough. All right. Ryan here says he's a big fan of yours, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is Ryan our buddy from is he the Jets? Is he in the league right now? I'm not gonna lie. I've looked through so many accounts today. I'm kind of confused.
Now, he is the New Orleans Saints with one of the best teams in the league and just hasn't produced, man, with that team. So a little suspicious on the users on that side.
He's got something to say here about dildos, and it's 20 feet long. It's all right. Saints here. He's the legend. He's the Saints. He's in chat. They have a good team. Oh, this is the kid who's. I wonder who is this? Who are the Saints sending to free agency? There could be we could get into that at some point tonight.
Inside sources have told me that Stephon Gilmore will be hitting free agency.
As he should. He's going to make somebody better to a degree, but
yeah,
You got to know what you're doing.
Pretty
with
big
man
free
teams.
agent though. You know, a lot of times you don't see guys that high overall hit free agency.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's fun. Good for us. You know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah.
But Marty, I'm interested though. You know, so we got the Giants, we got the Titans in the Super Bowl here. Did you expect these two opponents to be playing each other right now?
So I picked on our last show before playoffs started. I did pick the Giants to get here. I did. Toothlezz is in chat, by the way. He's listening. I did pick the Giants to get here, and you know, we're gonna have to go through each one. Toothlezz getting here is kind of quite the story. And let me put on a little NFL Films music. I'm gonna give, and we've got 15 people in chat. Let me give everybody the rundown. Ryan's signing off. Saints, he's out. Oh, he's resigning. Okay, I thought he said he was signing up. I'm gonna do a little 2-minute drill here on the playoffs, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about who's here and what did we expect. Blah 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 blah. Let me see if I can get some copyright music or something like that. What do we got here? Can I get myself amped up or what? It's not going to play. Authorize this computer. How in the hell do we do this? I believe we've done this already, by the way, too. Count. This is weird because this was working last time. Okay. I guess we're just gonna skip the audio here for the minute. We'll just skip it. Let me just give the quick rundown here of the playoffs, all the way from the wild card up until now, and we'll see what happens here. Where the hell is... Okay, so wild card matchups here. What we have is we got Raiders, Patriots kept the first round. Max versus Tom. Tom promises the Super Bowl, as he does every single season. He's lost to Max by 70 before, loses again here. Pretty disappointing. All thought this was going to be a good game. Thought maybe Tom could do something with his life, but he just kind of falls short there. So Max advances as planned. Shusky down in the NFC versus Fast Break Dimes. The two birds going at it. Shusky kind of the other heavy favorite in the NFC with Jake out. Goes out the first round to Seattle. Now, some guys did have Seattle, but seriously, when Shusky loses here, that has to be totally bone-crushing for you Eagles fans there. So, that's just like, again, we were out watching that matchup thinking that could Shusky get like kind of rolling? Could he get going in this round, and he kind of falls flat on his face. Buffalo versus Cleveland. This is the 2 versus the 7 seed, I believe. Or this is 3 versus 6. Yo, oh, Alvin, I'm running through the games here for 2 seconds. Al smashes Levi. Levi gets to the playoffs, so out of the East, but he just definitely could not stop Al's run. Hats off to Levi, but other than that, welcome to the fucking show. Detroit versus Minnesota. Perry and Bobby go at it for the 15th time being divisional opponents, and for whatever reason, Perry just can't get by Bobby. It looked like he may have been in the game late, but just crumbles and melts down. Shoeman moves on 31-24. The Chargers, a good team. They were the number 1 seed last year. They played well this year. They played Toothlezz, and this is, again, could have been the wake-up call for everybody. They go out, and this one just getting smashed up 45-22 here. And I got to click the stats for 2 seconds to see this. Even with 3 turnovers apiece here, the Chargers, 45 yards rushing, 34 yards passing, and this is a really good football team, so that was kind of alarming. Giants take out Atlanta. Bugs get to the playoffs here, but just not enough juice. It was fumble city here, I think, for the Falcons, and they throw some picks. 6 turnovers here, obviously can't get it done. Bugs gets to the playoffs, but just not enough gas in the tank here for him. Again, just kind of a preview there of Tennessee and Giants performing really well there in the opening week. Just kind of a preview of what's to come. In the divisional round here, it's all out baller matchups here in the AFC. Toothlezz takes me out, Dr. Ice Punch here. 2 turnovers for us, which is very uncharacteristic. A couple in the scoring, in the red zone there. Titans win this one by 3. It's so painful to even call this. I'm just hurting inside. Giants play Carolina. Billy, the number 1 seed, down in the NFC with Lamar and CMC, and he gets just smacked around by the Giants. Travis, a dominating performance. And then Al versus Max, who's been sort of quiet. He was in the title game in the first season, but not done much since. 26-21. Al gets the shit-talking fucking chip on his vest there for smacking Max in the playoffs. And then Detroit versus Seattle in a wild game, which we have to relive. 31-30. I can't even remember how this happens, but Bobby moves on again, setting up our conference title games. Tennessee versus Cleveland. Now, after Toothlezz beats me by 3, you're thinking, hey, maybe Al's going to come in here and rewrite last year because Toothlezz smacked him around. And no, kind of the opposite. Toothlezz again smacks Al, so blows through me, Max, and Al all sitting on the sidelines. In the Giants versus Detroit, we have Bobby on the phone talking about this game just a little bit right now. The Giants, not much offense, but just enough defense here to take this one, and that's setting up the Super Bowl here. Giants, Titans, that's a quick rundown of where we are at. We have me and Bobby in chat. Alvin was here for a minute, and he has scooted out. So now, as we look at the Super Bowl, Bobby was asking, did you see this matchup coming? And I would say that the Giants have been, I can go into quite a bit here from where I sit, and I think that, like, Travis, he's a guy who's in the Wolfpack. He watches a lot of DevNat. I don't know how many leagues he's in, but I know he plays in a couple. He's in this league. He knows what's going on. His team's not unbelievable, but between his knowledge of the game, knowledge of his opponents, knowing what he has to do, knowing what toys he has to take away, I could definitely see the Giants getting to the playoffs or getting to the Super Bowl. Definitely, for sure. I mean, it was he had an opportunity with Jake out, and I think he even played well versus Jake. Maybe even swept in the season. The Giants have been pretty hot, and the guy knows what he's doing. And then Toothlezz, he went to the Super Bowl last cycle with us, and lost to Max with abilities. He's been right there. Did anybody think he was going to get through me, Max, and Al? Probably not with the way Toothlezz has played. He's been like a little bit reckless, but the guy definitely knows what he's doing. He plays in a bunch of CFMs, and he's certainly, like, again, very knowledgeable about the CFM. If he could just kind of not play like an idiot and play smart football at the end of games, no one's ever doubted that the Titans and Toothlezz could get here, especially again when he had Henry going the way he was going. But I think it was just more of a mental thing because could he be disciplined versus me and disciplined versus Al? Again, the kind of the flip flop in our game is I got the 2 turnovers versus him. He's got nothing against me, which is usually the reverse there. So I definitely could see both teams in the Super Bowl, but it's just a little bit more unlikely of Toothlezz being here. Again, he's been to the Super Bowl once before. I just didn't think people thought that he would get by me and Al and Max. So again, it's kind of a polarizing double answer there. But what's your take there, Bobby? Do you got anything?
Yeah, no, I think these are 2 great opponents. I think Tennessee, though, they can make errors and still win this game. I think they have a great offense. I think they have a really solid defense. Just a very balanced team. And then you look at the Giants. I feel like for them to win this game, they're going to have to play. They're going to play close to perfect. I feel like the game versus him and me, it was a little sloppy on both sides. I don't think we were all like playing to our best ability. So like for him to come in the Super Bowl, I think he's going to have to play really close to perfection. Actually.
If we're gonna do our predictions right now, it's early in the telecast. I mean, I don't know if we save it to more of game time. We're just gonna again go to it because we can go all over the place. We can kind of recap the whole season. I definitely have a take on the game, and I don't know if I want to give it away right this particular second, but I definitely do have I definitely have a definitive winner for you in this contest, and I could tell you why. I can't go into all the technical details of why, but I definitely have I will be watching some things tonight. I will be watching how some of the, a couple of these guys play defense, and that's going to be the story of the game. I think it's going to be about defense and what guys play. I think that the Giants are, if they come out and do some stuff to stop Henry in a certain fashion, I don't know. I think it will play into the Titans' hands on something the Giants will run out of their scheme, and I'll be surprised if it works. I could tell you there is one way where it does work, but it involves the Titans kind of getting a little squirrely, getting a little buck fever, and I don't know if we're going to quite see that, So, welcome to the fucking show.
So, Marty, a Super Bowl loss here, though, who does it affect more?
So, this is, and I'm long-winded, so you interrupt me. We have Al in chat, by the way, now. The Super Bowl. What up?
What up, man?
It's me, you, and Bobby. We're I don't know. We're 20 minutes in here, Al.
This Super Bowl affects Toothlezz more.
Why is that?
Because he just went through the gauntlet, man, and there's no Jake on the other side. This is if Tooth is gonna get his Super Bowl, it's right now, which I think he's more prepared for it after going through Chargers, me, and you to get here. When you talk about a competition standpoint, where not putting no shit on the NFC, but if you would have had a favorites coming into this playoff, you would have been up top at number 1, Marty, and then it would have been me or Max at 2 or 3, and he took out the 2 top guys all the way to get to where he needs to be. So, and after playing him, I'll rooting for Travis because Travis is my boy. I talk to him more, but man, I don't know. See that shit Toothlezz be doing during the season, man. He's just playing around. He knows what he's doing. So, he needs to get his Super Bowl right now. And, I mean, it goes for Travis too. I mean, that whole NFC just had who whoever they make it like this season kind of blew their shot too without Jake being in there. Without Jake and Alvin and Shusuke got in there late, but without them two in there, this was the time for someone in the NFC to come up, and Travis took advantage of it. But definitely, this will hurt Tooth more than what it would hurt Travis.
Is that the question, Bobby? Are you asking who this is going to hurt more if they lose? Is that the question?
Yeah, I'm going off what Al says too. I do think it hurts Tennessee a little bit more, just because you literally have to go through juggernauts, to get to the Super Bowl, and you finally get there, and you're really not playing Jake or really a powerhouse name player. They fall up short, I definitely think that affects your confidence.
But this could be Travis. Travis could make a name for himself too, because I do if you ask me top 5 players in this league, top 6, Tooth is in there. So it's in my mind, Marty, me, Jake, Max, Toothlezz, Chargers, there's Tooth is up there, top 5, and he just knocked out. I mean, what I would consider 2 of the top 4 players in our league to get to the Super Bowl. So,
I got a long answer. It's if I'm Toothlezz, I mean,
you know how hard it is in the AFC to get to the. I mean, you did it last season. You did back-to-back seasons, and you lost one to Jake, and then got redemption on Jake.
It's hard.
But even for me, I got to the AFC Championship game, dude. I mean, I had to go through Max. So it's
a long season.
I mean, NFC's gonna be hard too once Jake's gonna be locked in next season. So but I mean, besides Jake, and depending on what Alvin you get and stuff, if Jake slips up, it's anyone's game. When you look in the AFC, it's completely different, man. It's just I played one bad game and Toothlezz, kicked my ass. So it's it's hard. It'll be the same teams in the AFC next season, and it's a coin flip, man. Max could beat me any given day. Max could beat you. Max could beat Toothlezz. And it goes for everyone. You just don't know who's going to win those matchups. So, to get to the Super Bowl on the AFC side, that's more of a struggle. So, yeah.
Al, I'm going to interrupt you on here. This is a little hot take right now. We're talking about how Jake and Washington's this powerhouse team, year after year, but they don't make the playoffs this year. Do we see a collapse? A dynasty coming to an end, maybe?
No,
wait. Before we go on to Jake, let me give my take on Toothlezz, because I want to bring up another point. Toothlezz does not have a definition title. He's in here. He made it last cycle. So Madden 20, he lost to Max. He beat me
in a close game too.
Beat me in a freak game.
Was running through people.
Yep, he ran into a tough team, but he had Hines, so he had a glitch versus glitch. He loses that game. He's back here now through the gauntlet, and honestly, I think he could come back.
Super Bowl.
I think he could get back here again, but But hold on, let me keep going. I think that there is some pressure on Toothlezz here to finally punch his card here and win a Super Bowl. I know he plays a lot of CFMs. I think he runs his own. So, you want to do it on the big stage here. I think Toothlezz definitely will be hurting if he doesn't win this one. That being said, on Travis's side, he's been a good player. He's not quite up in the top 4, top 5 with Toothlezz, but he has been a guy that's been consistently going to the playoffs. He's better than a mid-tier player. He's a guy that if you get in a playoff game, you have to take care of the football. I've played Travis a fair amount in the playoffs, and I've beaten him more. I haven't lost to him, but I've always had to watch what I'm doing. I have to be very sharp, and I've been sharp versus him. But if you're Travis and you somehow get through fast break and the Eagles and Jake and this and that. I mean, Travis has never been to a title game, and here he has gotten to a title game, and now he's past it. I mean, it's right there for his taking. When will Travis go? When will Travis go back to a Super Bowl? I think it's enormous pressure on both. Unfortunately, I will be picking a definitive winner at some point when we're going to talk about who is going to
Here's
win.
here's the thing too, man. I know I beat them, but the AFC that Bengals guy is gonna be good too.
Yes.
So it's like
Yeah.
we're like you're about to add another guy.
Yep.
Who when I played him and I could see his adjustments and how he was playing me, he went up on me 17-7, and then I came back. He'll be in the playoffs next season, and he's gonna be a guy like Toothlezz, me, you. So it's as soon as he builds his team too to where he wants it. So it's like, man, and don't get me wrong, Mario, you went to back-to-back Super Bowls. I could have won this game, and I could have went on the run next season and went to back. Like all of us have the capability to make it back-to-back. Or like
it's tough.
It's those games where you just slip up or just one interception just versus a good player like that.
Yep.
It just ends up fucking you. So it's like even versus me versus Toothlezz, man. I had him on third down a couple times, and I get the PI call, and that just leaves Derrick Henry on the field and him killing clock and scoring touchdowns. So it's like it's definitely gonna be harder for Toothlezz to get back, even though he can. And I think everyone, I said it before, I said when we were talking about it at the end of the season, I think it was, on the radio show, I said me, you, or Max would be favored versus anyone in the NFC if Jake's not there in the Super Bowl. And I also said Toothlezz and probably Chargers would be favored versus anyone if they played them in the Super Bowl. So, like I said, I think I'll be cheering for Travis, because I talked to Travis more, and Travis, my boy, he can play, but if Travis turns over the ball 2 times, like it's gonna be a rough, because that Toothless's defense ain't 44 points versus the 49ers bad, so
no,
he's gonna be able to stop Barkley, and Travis is gonna have to make some plays through the air also. So we'll see.
Bobby, did you want to talk about Jake? Did you want to poke at that more, or Bobby's still in chat, but I don't hear him.
Oh, yeah, what was that?
I didn't know if you wanted to poke at Jake, or did you?
I just feel like we keep talking about Washington, but the fact that he doesn't make the play, Al, please let me finish. Thank you, baby. So Washington doesn't make the playoff this season. Is it more of a fluke? Are we seeing maybe some passion, maybe his head isn't in the right place to the point where we're seeing a collapse by Washington?
I'll answer. I'll answer this one.
2-6, and then I think he was in the Wolfpack, and he was kind of just, I think, too much for him. When we switched spots, he went on 8-game win streak or 7-game win streak, then lost to Billy, and then beat Marty, and then beat who else he beat at the end of the season?
He beat everybody besides Billy.
Bobby.
Shit guy in week 17. I don't know who it was though.
Yeah, he stomped your ass. So I mean, no, Jake will be back. He'll be a top guy next season for
What the
sure.
fuck is that, Al? Your vibrator going off?
Yeah, I'm actually getting a phone call. Let me get right back in there. Wait.
That sounds like you're shaving your balls.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I told you don't do it. I like it, Harry.
Hold on here. Let me get a pull up. For those watching the game, to fill Bobby in a little more here, so I can whatever, just to keep it moving. So Jake, because what happens sometimes, and this is my little opinion, is sometimes guys go far and they lose, and we'll see how you do next season, Bobby. Sometimes people go far and then they lose, and then they come back and they change shit, and we call it like the Super Bowl hangover. where you lose in the big game, you come back and you make a trade, or you change up your offense, or you do something like you start playing a little different, and you just next thing you know, you go into like this black hole. We see it. We've seen it a few times with guys who play well, get far, get to like a title game, and then turn it. It goes the other way. Now, Jake, for the record, I think he has made the playoffs the most consecutive season in DevNat than anybody. I think he was on, I don't know how many seasons. It goes back 4 Maddens straight of not missing the playoffs. So this is the first time he's missed, and I think there's a variety of factors, but it is hard to make the playoffs every single season. I think we've all missed the playoffs. Even the really good players have sat out for a second and just not been there. But, you know, I don't think it's too much cause for concern because, again, it's so hard to be that consistent that, like, and I think that's why, like, Jake gets put up on a pedestal because he doesn't rarely have one of these things. But he could have come out this season after getting beat up in the Super Bowl versus me, bunch of bombs. Maybe he's trying to throw it too far. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what the psyche is there, but I think you'll see a bounce back season though from them. I don't think it's like a changing of the guard or I'd probably be nervous if I was in the NFC because he might come out and just terrorize everybody. If he kind of gets back to basics and starts working on some new things and just takes it one game at a time and doesn't overlook people and gets a little more plugged in, he could be better. I don't think you'll see him be worse. But like I say, he's been so good for so long that everyone's due for like a goof up and blah, blah, blah. And this game, again, there's parity all over the place. You got people losing. We have a Super Bowl here with all new players in it. It's definitely like there's a lot of upsets here. A lot of upsets, Bobby, in the the end of this regular season. There's been a couple patches here late in the year to this game where we're seeing all sorts of fucking crazy games, 4 or 5 games a week where just like guys are losing that shouldn't. It's been a weird last half of this, you know what I'm saying, cycle. And not like to take anything away from anybody, but if you're not on like your A game or a bounce goes the wrong way, you have no idea what the hell you're going to be fucking deal with in the fourth quarter.
No. I mean, yeah, so that leads me to my next question to you. I mean, like, so you're saying Washington makes it back to the playoffs next year. You know, I think the Packers don't have the same season they had. They make the playoffs. So that's 2 guys in, but who are on the guys on the edge that you think can fall out of playoff contention next year then?
Well,
both conferences.
I'll tell you what. Alvin's my boy. He's a good buddy of mine here in the league, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not sold on the Packers. I mean, that being said, Alvin dealt with some nonsense this cycle, this season, so I could factor that in. He just has been up and down, and he's been dealing with some off-the-field issues. So maybe when he gets settled, the Packers come back. But I don't know, man. He's got some more freedom. He's doing some stuff, like could be playing other games. Like, I don't know where the Packers are at, but I am not even sold that the Packers will be back. I mean, I think you have just as good a chance as like fucking Perry and shit kind of limping his way into the playoffs or whatever. I'm nervous for the Pack. I'm definitely not hot on the Packers. Alvin's going to have to get on here, show me something, because that's a team that I do not expect to have a huge bounce back. Atlanta, Bugsy's, an integral part of DevNat, plays his CFM stuff, blah, 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 blah. Now, his division there, not crazy hard. You got Goose. Billy outperformed himself this year. The Saints, we'll have to see what goes on with there. I don't know if Bugsy is going to have the season he has. Bugsy's always working to get better. So we'll see if maybe and the Falcons have been strapped by CFM cap, so maybe their team gets better and they get better. But you got to keep an eye on the Falcons. The Panthers with Lamar Jackson and CMC, I see them continuing to play well if Billy can keep playing. There was rumor that Billy said he was going to be out of the league and not playing next season after getting beat up by the Giants. I that's just a rumor. We'll have to see what goes on. But if and Billy could have also too. Don't pencil them in as 100% there because Billy could have one of those things like I told you about. He could have like some kind of meltdown or whatever. You know, he could definitely be like overthinking the game, trying to do too much, blah 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 blah. Like I'm definitely concerned for the Panthers. I'm talking about the NFC East right now, or the NFC, excuse me.
You know, and honestly, like him getting Lamar Jackson, while like you get a player that great, it almost hurts your team a little bit because you feel like you gotta utilize him so much. You know, whether it be read options, whether it be scrambling out with him. I feel like it sometimes hurts you when you have such a star player you trade for.
It's weird because I definitely understand that because when you got a guy like Lamar Jackson or Tyreek Hill, or even I have like Travis Kelce, and he's like unbelievable, but he's not that great without ability. So I kind of taper him, but sometimes I'll be going along like 4, 5, 6 weeks, and I don't even really use him. I mean, he blocks and he like does all his assignments, and I think he's more valuable as like a good overall player to be a blocker. But and you turn on like the real NFL and like he'll have like 12 catches for 150 yards, and I'm like, I never do that. Like, maybe I should start using him. So then I start like looking at him, and that's what I think you're saying. Where the thing about Lamar Jackson is I don't think you need to overthink it. I don't think there's too much there you need to do. All I know is that like there's certain passing plays you drop back, and if you're running like some of these real basic plays where guys are running to one side of the field and there's a guy going up the field on the other side, if there's nothing there, all you kind of gonna have to do is kind of like squirt out of the pocket and take a 7-yard gain. Now with Lamar Jackson, that could turn into a 50-yard gain. Now it doesn't have to. Don't force it, but you're gonna get 5-7 yards at a minimum. Now if somebody takes a bad angle, now you're just fucking, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you just have to let him naturally play. And I could definitely understand how, though, if you get a guy like that, you're like, oh man, well, I'm not playing well with him, or I'm not using him enough. And then you got the Ravens, right? Zim Reapers, Marks, Baltimore, always poking at the Carolina Panthers for stinking with Lamar, or Lamar doesn't have 500 yards a game, or you know what I'm saying? So other people say stuff to you and talk trash to you, and that can take you out of your game. This whole NFC South is a fucking mess. You got Goose here is 8-8, Bugsy's 10-6, and you got this free Simon versus Max. He could have the same season, or he could be worse. I don't know what goes on Bugsy. And then Billy, I'm concerned for the Panthers. We'll see if they can get it together mentally and get back on the field. And for the East, I think you're going to see Eagles, Giants, football team all smashing themselves next season. I think Jake will be sharper next year. I don't think that he will. I think he's just been playing. I think he's been talking about changing his offensive play, but I think he's been playing in the same scheme for so long that I don't know if some of that scheme works good versus man coverage, and he sees man coverage versus two of these teams down there, and I think that's kind of giving him a little bit of a problem. I think if he gets out of that book and gets some man beaters, I think he'll be better and back to it. And then over in the North, like I said, Bobby, you got the same amount of points scored as points against, but you're playing, you're plugged in. If you're playing, you're plugged in, you're watching games. If you can go out on defense and take away somebody's toy or their first read or their first, like, what they kind of like to do, you can really, now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you, Bobby, do you watch DevNet games?
Yeah. You kind of pick on what some teams do a little bit more often.
I mean, I can see guys when some guys like to throw streaks to their tight end. Some guys like to throw drag. Some guys like to throw to this guy on third down. Some guys run this screen pass. Some guys play cover 3. Some guys play cover 4. Some guys drop their linebacker. Some guys man blitz. There's so many things people do, and I could tell you my scouting report on any given player down to like probably 3 or 4 things they do on offense and defense of what I want to do and what I want to take away and how I want to stop shit. I mean, I got a list in my head of everything I need to do versus most of the guys in the league. And if I don't know what you do, some of the new guys I don't know, I'll pick up on it pretty quick when we play, and then I go from there, But if you're watching games, Bobby, and you're in here, you're 10-6, you can improvise. I think the Lions can be good again next season, especially with the Vikings and the Packers there again. I don't know how stable Perry and Alvin are, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I got there. And then from the NFC, I think we'll see Al for sure. Zim Reapers, I think they might have another down season. They traded away Lamar. I don't know if they're ever going to recover from that. It may be.
You're going to see Bengals come up.
Yeah, Bengals
It may
are gonna
be
good this year.
for having the number 1 pick. That may be the most criticized GM move of all time in DevNet. I don't know if we've ever seen somebody get the number 1 pick and do something like that hasn't worked out. I don't know if we've ever seen something of to this nature. If the Bengals make the playoffs with Al, it could make it hard for the Ravens, and then Marks will be, we'll be heading into like the summer-ish with the Ravens with literally nothing to show for their number 1 pick, and I don't know where you go. The Ravens have they got a lot to
fix.
They got a lot to fix, to show us, to show the league. And here's Marks too. He goes out and he'll beat T-Mac by 50 and beat this guy by 50, which is fine. But when he beats those guys, he does it the exact same way with the same stuff. He's got to go out and change some shit and beat those guys with stuff that he needs to beat me and Al and Max and Toothlezz with. Like, I don't know, man. If the Bengals rise, that could be bad news for the Ravens. For the AFC South, Texans, I played them. They're not horrible. 8-8
They actually
is,
win a couple games versus Toothlezz usually.
yeah. Rumor has it they actually won a Super Bowl in another CFM, another tangentially still associated with CFM. Al, I don't know if you knew this. From our previous league, the Texans, the Dez, I think, just won the Super Bowl in a different league, which is, Dez is a 500 player in here, and he's winning Super Bowls in different leagues. I don't understand that. Titans, Toothlezz is going to be back here no matter what. He could win every game. He fucks around a little bit during the regular season, but the Titans will be back. They're going to be really juiced up, and I'm not going to lie, with the way he's playing with Derrick Henry with 94 speed, if they get better, Toothlezz usually has a lot of draft picks. He trades away guys with like low contracts. His team could be better next season. I think that Max and Al and me have our hands full with Tennessee next season. I think his team might be really fucking good next season. I think we all might be in big trouble, dude. He could be right back here, unfortunately. Again, with how tough that team is. And then the AFC East, we've had the Dolphins make the playoffs. They went 8-8. They just throw so many fucking picks. God damn it, man. This dude just shoots his dick off so much. He really needs to get it under control. If he could somehow find a way to learn how to pass, not be an idiot, the Dolphins would be halfway decent. They're a good defender too, but just, dude, so many turnovers. I mean, you can't, in Dev Nation, in this league, you can't win.
Jets guy came in too and won a couple games.
Jets could be on the up and up. The Dolphins are right there. Levi 11-5. I don't think we see a season like this from Levi next year. I don't want to put him down.
He won't make it.
I don't want to put him down, but 11-5, no. He did beat Max. So Max, the Patriots. Al, what do you have for us with Max? We're going into our 4th season. He's been to a title game. Blah 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 blah. Does Max need to win a Super Bowl this cycle? What's the story there? And you're in a similar predicament, but you didn't win. You didn't win 3 Super Bowls.
Need to win the Super Bowl. Usually, I mean, I feel like I need to win one also. I mean, usually I get at least one the cycle. So, Max, especially after getting Baker Mayfield, and he's building his team, man. His DBs, his secondary's loaded. He has weapons everywhere. He just got Michelle legit up to X Factor. Max will be back there, and Max will be competing for a Super Bowl for these next 2 seasons.
I think that, yeah, keep going. Sorry. Keep going.
I mean, he's gonna be a top guy until this cycle's over. I don't see him falling off at all. If anything, he's gonna come back better.
I actually agree with that. I think that, with me and you only playing in one CFM, blah 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 blah. I think Max will still. I think Max is could be another. I think the Patriots and the Titans are the favorites for next season. I think that Max's ground and pound style and his ability to just blow people out, and when Max does certain things, if you take them away, he goes in a little bit of a shell. But there's a lot of guys in this league who have no idea what's coming for. I don't know why, because I feel like it's right there in front of you, but he'll do the same thing on repeat, and he's not going to stop. He's just going to keep running it up. But I think they fixed a lot of the zones. I think passing becomes harder as the cycle goes on. So we start to learn the playbooks. We start to learn the money routes. A lot of these beaters don't work anymore. So I think it really caters. The game starts to cater more. It just from the engine alone, and then the CFM aspect of us all watching. It's going to cater more to the disciplined runner, which Max is way more of a runner than or a disciplined runner than Al, and certainly myself. I only get my 12 in to get my fucking rushes in, and then I bail out after that. But I think that's going to be pretty big for Max and Toothlezz. So I think that those two guys would be I think they're going to be tough to beat next season. Chiefs, I got to stay focused. I got to keep my foot down. I got a baby coming, but I think that if I can just keep my head above water to start the season, I can stay working on my game. And I kind of fell off a little bit here at the end of last season. I had too much going on at home, but I think if I can just stay grinding away and get in the lab and keep working, there's more things I want to work on, keep doing. I can draft some dudes. I think I can, mentally speaking, I'm about as good as it gets. So my mental toughness should be able to hopefully keep winning games versus Tommy and the Broncos. And then I'd love to beat the Chargers another 1 or 2 times next season, and we'll see what's good. That brings us to
you're gonna have a pretty fun season too next season, because you're gonna have your division, and then you'll be playing me, Max, and Tooth. We'll all be playing each other.
Yeah, well, which is good, because that's how you get better.
Preps you.
Yeah, that's good. That again, and it's kept me sharp here too in my games. Going forward, like when I play the Chargers and the Raiders, I've lost a couple games to those guys. It makes me go back in the lab, makes me work on more plays, blah, 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 blah. Again, there's a few more things I want to work on, sharpen up, and I think I will do that. Chargers and Raiders, what do we got for those guys? Does Tommy make the playoffs again? Is he a dud? Does he win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. With Bengals coming up, man, it's either Tommy or Levi. Someone's getting the boot out of the playoffs, and it depends on how Mark's rebounds here also. So I don't know, man. It could be a coin flip. No, I would say Tommy's out next season in the playoffs.
Tommy's out in the playoffs. Chargers in, Tommy's out. Is that your call here, or?
Oh, Chargers gonna be in. Chargers are gonna be in, definitely. Oh well, Bengals coming up. I don't know, man. That seventh spot, you're gonna have that seventh spot's gonna be a war.
I would definitely agree with that. I think we might be getting closer to game time here. I'm getting some word in my ear that these guys might be booting up here soon. Can we pick who's going to win the Super Bowl? We'll do that now just so we don't not
Man.
cover it. I don't know if Bobby, if you're Bobby's out. So is Bobby out? It's just me and Al right now. Let me get a poll up.
Man, Travis has this game. If it's close, man, if Travis wins, it's gonna be a nail biter. If there's a team that pulls away and wins by 2 possessions or more, it'll be the Titans. I mean, my heart said I want Travis to win to pull it off and get one. If I was a betting man, I'm going Titans. Man, I'm going Travis. Travis gonna pull off the upset.
You're picking the Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my boy Travis, man. It's gonna be. I think he's gonna be able to keep it close. He needs to stack the box. He needs to stop Henry, and then it's drag and crossing routes, man. You just need to stop. If he runs a good amount of cover 4, which I didn't do, I went man nonstop and kind of got beat on a couple things. But
Yep.
if he runs a good amount of cover 4, and maybe some, putting the blue under the purple zone, he could slow his passing game down. And at the end of the day, he needs to stack the box. If he could hold Henry to $150 or lower, he could win the game.
I personally, I don't think that the Giants have too much of a shot in this game. I just don't. I think if Travis plays a specific defense,
Travis can't turn the ball over at all, man.
I wouldn't be super nervous on like offense. I think that Toothless's defense is. I know it's. Don't be wrong. I know it held you in check. It did a good job versus me. But if you just kind of play balance and take what's there, Toothless doesn't do anything wild on defense. He's definitely like making adjustments and he's trying to take some stuff away from you. But with Saquon, you can run the ball, and Toothless is going to give you stuff underneath. There's stuff open all the time, blah, 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 blah. You just got to kind of, if you see his user running around, like just kind of look that off and go somewhere else. No big deal. But I think the Giants on defense, I think that I'm nervous that they're going to try to stop Henry. I think they're going to be so focused on Henry. And like, I think some people saw my game and they were like, oh, well, you couldn't stop Henry. And then I think I had him for like 25 carries for 165 yards, and one was a 40-yard scamper. And I was really happy with that for Henry. I was good with kind of keeping him in front of me and keeping him out of the end zone for the most part and just making him earn his yards, whatever, 5 yards a carry, because that's good, because he normally is averaging like 8 or 9. So if you're keeping him, if you can let Henry run the ball, you just can't let him score in the red zone. You're going to have to call some stuff. But if Travis is trying to stop Henry with kind of some wild blitzes, he could get very...
No, I wouldn't blitz at all.
He could get very... Well, I think Travis does kind of blitz a little bit. I think if he...
No, yeah, on pass plays and stuff, I wouldn't blitz the wrong hole. If they're running the ball, man, I would just bring up the safeties. I think I held Henry under 100 yards when I played him.
Yeah.
But he did throw, with Tyree Jackson, he did beat me with the man coverage. He did throw for like 260 or whatever. And then on one play, I flipped my formation and got all out of whack and left the tight end wide open. But I think
if you're not...
You need to man up your middle linebacker with Henry every freaking play and stop him.
Henry's going to get the ball out of the backfield. He's going to get on checkdowns. You got the deep cross. You got drags. But I just think there's so many drags there that, like, I don't know if Travis is really going to be able to handle all that. It's kind of a lot. So I don't know.
Yeah, his offense is stacked, man. He has Amari Cooper. Hamler's like 96 speed. Andrews at tight end's a fast tight end. So
And Jackson
I
can just
think
take off too.
I think Travis gonna have to do like even when we played when me and you played. You beat me, but I think the time of possession I killed you. Travis is gonna have a game like that where he slowly moves down the field, running the ball, taking his little dump down passes, kill clock, score a touchdown. You need to score touchdowns when you get in the red zone.
Yeah, I didn't do that in my
And
first drive.
he needs if he could convert and have long drives and keep Henry and his receivers off the field and win the time of possession, and if he could get the lead at the beginning, it's gonna be huge. Also, like you're not gonna want to fall behind versus Tooth, definitely, and you're not gonna want to have to just be able. You're not gonna want to have to drop back and just pass. So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a scenario where Toothlezz loses this game. There could be a fumble. If you can get Tyreek Jackson, if you can catch him with some pressure.
Your best bet is to get a couple picks versus Tooth.
It's possible. It is possible. I just think that if it's a fast-paced game, bad news for the Giants. If it's slow-paced, that's definitely better suited, but you're going to have to score touchdowns. And versus Toothlezz, you can't hold the ball forever, but you don't rush it either because he does a lot of lurking on some early in the play. But you can't take forever too because there is a pass rush. That being said, the Giants they've risen to the occasion. They've been playing in big games. They've won all this stuff. Maybe there's something they do on defense that's going to surprise me. Maybe they're going to man up and play some man defense, which is a good look if you can stop Hambler. And again, if Jamal Adams can go out there and make somebody fucking fumble, if he can hit a receiver on a drag, pop a ball out, like the Giants are going to have to come up with like Super Bowl, Super Championship plays. I could never get my hands on the football. I could not get my hands on the football, and I'm pretty good at it. So, I think Toothlezz threw 3 picks versus me, maybe more in our first playoff game. He's been very disciplined this season. If you can get Toothlezz going the wrong direction and get him throwing the ball and get him flustered, it's possible. The Giants are going to need to come up with a turnover on the 3-yard line, a fumble when it doesn't look like it should be. They're going to need to come up with something fucking erotic. It's going to have to get weird.
Yeah. No, I agree. I talked to Jake a little bit about it when I was playing Toothlezz. So I was up 10-3. I was running the ball.
Yep.
I was up 7-3. I was running the ball.
Yep.
Pretty easily on them.
Yep.
That first half.
Yep.
I said, man, when I did that option play to the right and I scored a touchdown, they called a holding call. I said, it's such a big difference going up 14-3 and thinking that he has to start passing instead of running the ball than just settling for the field goal and going up 10-3 and then him just being able to still be comfortable and go down there and try to get one touchdown. Barkley needs to get the ball like 25 times today. And Travis just needs to control the clock and hopefully he could get out in front first. It can end up really bad if he falls behind. If he falls behind 10 points early or 2 possessions, it could.
I think it's possible that if Toothlezz, for whatever reason, comes out and tries to show off, tries to I don't know, win the game with, I don't know what. Some people do weird shit.
I don't know, man.
Toothlezz plays he plays in CFMs. Maybe he's bored. He's beaten us. If he comes out and tries to play a little bit different than he has been, next thing you know, I don't know. Again, sometimes I see Toothlezz play and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And other times it's like totally
I don't
different.
know.
So.
If I don't see Toothless coming around and playing and shit like that, especially he just went through you, then me. I mean, it's a motherfucker to even get to the Super Bowl from the AFC. So it's yeah, I think it's almost it's an advantage too because I mean, jeez, for you to say on your resume to the Super Bowl that you went to the playoffs, beat the Chargers, went to Kansas City, beat Kansas City,
Yep.
and then went to Cleveland and beat Cleveland. Like you're pretty well prepared for this game.
Like I said, I'm. If you're an NFC fan, if you're a Giants fan, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go through and look at the teams for a little bit.
If Travis wins, it's gonna be a close game, man. If Toothless wins, I could see it getting a little bit out of hand because Travis ends up having to force shit, maybe trying to come back and shit. He needs to control the clock. He needs to get out in front, and hopefully Tyree Jackson throws a pick or two when he's trying to come back or something.
Daniel Jones here. I'm looking through the Giants offense or team. He's got 88 speed, 89 excel. Could definitely be a factor in this game if he gets his feet moving. Obviously, can't throw picks. Saquon here, obviously 9-9 overall. The big story, and then who they run with Hairston as well. He's 21 years old, rookie. He's not too bad. And then even Logan here has got 93 speed. TJ Logan.
If you could get Ingram on some matchups too versus linebackers on drags or streaks right behind the linebackers, it could be solid for him also.
You got DJ Moore. You got
speed at receiver too.
Slayton. Yeah, you got this.
Moore, Slayton, Shepard. I mean, all these guys have.
These are all. Yeah, these are good hands. These are. Look at. All above 80 overall, 95, 93. It's all you. I mean, 95 is a couple 93, 93, 95, 93. Those should be able to beat man coverage with that.
I know the Titans are going to have a Dory Jackson that's like a 96 overall corner.
Evan Ingram here, 89 speed. He's obviously very good. And then let me look at the Giants line. Just to see if it's anything. Hernandez an 82 overall. Ooh, trouble in the center position. The Giants line's not unbelievable. Pretty, not super strong, that's for sure.
I want to say the Titans D line's pretty good too.
Me too. Not really going on much with the Giants ends. I'm gonna look at their tackles. Also pretty crummy here. Boy, I'm not gonna lie. This line does not look good. Versus hopefully we see some good stuff at linebacker here. Carter's an 80. 88 speed too.
Look at the roster though; it's almost kind of crazy that he's in the Super Bowl.
I'll tell you what. This defense is very. It's at least fast and secondary, fast and young, but you got McKinley here, 87 overall, and then Love
McKinley plays his sub linebacker. Love starts for him.
Right. And then you got Jamal Adams here, 99 overall, out of nowhere. I mean, it's a one-man show out here. There's not much to the Giants' defense. I didn't know it was that kind of abysmal. We're going to look at Toothlezz here. I imagine this is going to be the... He has all these guys here for a reason, no. Jackson starts, doesn't do a lot, doesn't throw it too far. 80, he's got the speed, though.
97 throw power, though, man.
Yeah, but you want him throwing down the field. If you can get him to throw, I mean, I couldn't get him to throw. You know what I'm saying? He threw a couple open corner routes against, or a couple crossers on like play action, which I was.
His medium accuracy's 90 though. That's pretty.
Yeah, I got caught a couple times like making a defensive adjustment. That's why I was like out of position. But then Henry here, 299 overall halfbacks. But Henry with 94 speed and he's 247 pounds just seems unfair.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You got Amari Cooper, Hambler, and then even these other guys, 94, 90 speed.
Smith.
Yeah, Smith is going to be tough to be guarded by anybody on man defense. And then Andrews, 92 overall. He gets him the ball all the time. And again, you just call a little drag there with him, and it's almost impossible to cover him. And I don't do that enough with what's his face, but again, we're hoping we can start here not too long. Now here's the Tennessee line: 89, 84, 81. Oh, here's a hole. 64 overall for one dude, but it could be a sub. Wilson's not that great either.
His right side's a little weaker.
Yeah. For ends, Ladarius Smith here is a superstar. That's a problem. Some fast guys over here. Oh, I can't even say his name here, but he's only 23 years old, 86 speed, so that's not bad. Simmons here up front.
I think he traded for him from the Lions. Simmons a beast.
Simmons a monster. These guys up front are all good. 3 good tackles, and then he's got Griffin with 91 speed. This dude's 24, 87 speed. That's not terrible. This guy's a 1-year pro, 88 speed. It's not bad. And these guys, nothing crazy over here in the linebackers. And the cornerbacks got Dory Jackson there, play man coverage and shut people down.
Fulton too.
And what I think Toothlezz will do is if he'll throw man defense at you a few times, and that's how man is. If you can beat it, he'll switch out of it a little bit, but he does have the option there to go little man. It's not as good as your secondary there, Al, but it's still.
It's up there.
Oh, he's got a couple. Oh,
Neil.
Anani Hooker. I think he's the one who hopped up on this pick I had, who was like an unbelievable fucking interception. I never really
Probably
seen.
puts Neil down at like sub linebacker with the tackle and power. 94 hit power. Keanu Neal.
94 hit power. Let me see that again. Because, I mean, I'd be huge on that, dude. Oh, that's fucking beastie, man. Up stopping the run. And Toothlezz will, like, I'll tell you what, he has some schemes to get up and stop guys who run it. He kind of likes to get up in the box and blitz and send the house. If he does that,
I think he runs like a 4-6, where it kind of looks like a 4-4, but you got a bunch of fast DBs out there.
Yeah, he'll definitely come up into the box like that, and MVP of the league is Henry. Oh, I win Coach of the Year. That makes no fucking sense, man. Sometimes I think the one year I won the Super Bowl and I was real good. I was like 15-1 or something. I didn't win it. Now I do win it. That's great. Running back city, dude. Top 6, 7, 8 guys. Offensive Player of the Years. Muse, Ford, and Abrams here for the Raiders. Not with us. Just scrolling through some of these. Yeah, I also I'm nervous that if Travis can't run it and Toothlezz kind of takes that away from him, where does he go from there? We've seen his offense not.
He's gonna have to make some passes. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to hit a couple drags, maybe some crossing routes. Even I had some success on some of the jet sweeps versus Toothlezz. I mean, even throw that in there.
You know, I feel like I'm really good at that. I feel like I have a real good scheme to keep people off balance and stuff like that. And I don't feel like I did that enough in my game. But I was moving it fine, you know. I feel like, I think I ran a jet sweep on 3rd down and it cost me. I think I ran it and like normally I'm like a 1st down runner of that stuff, and I ran it on like 3rd down like an idiot. I think I thought he was gonna screw something up and he didn't. I was looking for like a total goof up.
Honestly, I mean, I ran the ball pretty damn good versus Tooth. I felt like I was moving the ball pretty easy that whole first half. But then he got one stop, and then I couldn't stop him. So he went down there, scored, stopped me again, scored again, and then I just ended up just needing to force shit in the 4th quarter, and then throwing 2 picks.
I'm seeing Kyler Murray here. The Cardinals missed the playoffs. Is Miggs going to be back next season? We didn't talk about fast break dimes. Miggs, I don't think we talked about them. Who knows what goes on there?
I don't know. Murray might be coming to Cleveland, so we'll see.
First, say fast break 11-5. Cardinals are gonna have to figure out how to beat those guys, man. Seems like fast break's been on the up and up. Swift is a beast. Mike Evans. Metcalf. Jeez, all these receivers here. These guys are all throwing a lot of interceptions. The Bucks, the Seahawks, the Falcons, the Bears. Jesus.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, I wonder what Shusky does with his O-line. Khalil Mack on a 3-13 team.
All right, so what was your pick on the game, Marty? I'm gonna get these kids to bed and probably watch it.
Like I say, I got the Titans, man. I got Toothlezz here.
Big or close or what?
I don't think it's going to be a close game. Welcome to the fucking show. Somebody else going to join in here for 2 seconds.
Yep.
Who we got?
Yep.
Oh, we got Marks in here.
Marks?
Yep.
Did I win that TV yet?
We haven't done the drawing. I was going to wait till after the Super Bowl here. Give people
I couldn't get any of my tickets in from my Xbox, but on my new account on my phone, I was able to put 3 tickets in. So if I win, that's awesome.
Whoa. Al, hold on.
I had to change passwords multiple times.
Al, what's your new name? I'll take your points from your old account and give them to you.
Oh, here. Wait a second. Let me, you want me to message something in the chat?
Just tell me to me. What's,
I think it's, wait a second.
So who you guys got in the Super Bowl?
We're just talking it over. We've batted over a little bit.
Marty, it's Arcia, ARCIA, 1990.
Let me see if you have any points here. Yep, you got 50 for looks like watching. So
you said you were just going over shit?
Well, we've been talking and we've been talking about the lineup or the matchup for quite a bit. Give me 2 seconds here.
Yeah, I saw you going through his team. I just couldn't tune in at that moment.
Here, Al, hold on. Let's see if
he's got a pretty good team, though. I have to say that Derrick Henry is like a cheat code in this game.
Oh, he's like he's like a guy
run back with no abilities that runs the ball like he has abilities.
1,000%.
Okay, Al, you got your points.
Yeah, sweet.
You could be able to trade him. Max here still's got 6,000. He's got 6,000 points too. I text messaged him personally, showed him what to do. It's 9:02 if you haven't traded in your stuff here. Oh, Bobby, what are you doing? Bobby's got a shot here too, dude. He's been on stream. Bobby, if you're watching and listening, T-Max still there.
Al Ross is leading the division.
Al's probably typing this shit in, so he's gonna be out for 2 seconds.
All right, so how many points did I have?
I just gave you like 9,000, 9,100.
And it's 100 points per ticket, right?
Yeah, so you should get 90 tickets. Giveaway here at the end of the Super Bowl.
So I might have missed it. What was your guys' picks?
Did you put the points over, Marty?
Yeah. Al has picked Travis in an upset.
Okay.
I have Toothlezz winning big. We've gone over the scenarios. It's possible the Giants win this game. They need to have some championship plays. They need to get a big fumble or a turnover, a batted ball. Someone's got to. It's possible the Giants can win, but I think there's too many things that Toothlezz does, too many things that Travis does that are going to play into Toothlezz' hand. I just don't see Travis keeping this game close. If he plays slow, gets a lead, gets a turnover, it's possible. Scores touchdowns in the red zone, but I think that
Travis's offense has been real surprising this year, though.
His offense has been pretty crummy in the playoffs.
That's awesome.
It's looked better than it's looked in a while.
Travis's offense has not been good in the playoffs. I don't, you know what I'm saying? He just beat.
Here's the thing, though. Oh, man. You know, when we talk about who you play on the way to the Super Bowl, like, Toothlezz has played some legit defenses. I don't know who Travis played. They played
He played
Fast Break, right?
He played Bugsy, and then he played Billy,
Bugsy.
and then he played Detroit. He's won his game, so he's doing something right. But I think that
it's not like those three teams when you talk about defensively are.
Yeah, Lions defense is kind of trash.
Yeah, and Billy's ain't much better in Fast Break wins shootouts usually. So
Billy's defense is very opportunistic, though.
Well, would you rank any of those three teams in the top 10 in their league for defense?
I
user.
I don't watch enough of their games to be able to tell you that. But
I'll tell you who Toothlezz has gone through. He's gone through the Chargers.
About middle of the league, probably defense wise.
I would think just in the last two games, Toothlezz went through probably two of the top 5 defensive play.
The Chargers are number 10 in defense, and that's probably about right. They're good. They're good defender. They give up some big plays occasionally if they get their pants down. But Al is number 2 in defense. He plays Al and scores 27 on the number 2 defense. Al loaded up his defensive line. He has a great scheme. He can get to the quarterback.
He broke his vagina.
Watt broke his
vagina. Dude, every time you move J.J. Watt to D tackle, he gets hurt. Every time.
So he plays the number 2 defense, scores 27. The number 1 defense, only one better than Al, is me, and he scores 20 on me, which is right about where I want to hold people. It's just, my defense played good. I just came up short in the red zone there, and had the 2 picks. Just it is what it is. But
could you not get the ball going running wise?
I just don't run it. I ran it, and I think I was like, whatever. I usually have like 11 carries for 50, 60 yards. That's right about what I was if I could have gone back in this game and been like, should I ran it more? No, it's not one of those games. I literally have a pick, which again, I've never really seen it happen, where it's a deep out route. And to me, I've never seen a guy hop up and grab this ball. The guy seems so close to me. I throw this ball, and I didn't throw it up into the sideline, which maybe that's the last. I only do that when I'm like a little threatened. I threw it hard to the sideline, and a guy hops up and grabs this ball.
Dude, those out routes are tricky. They can either not react, or they can just fucking.
But this wasn't an out route like this. This was one of my safest route combos, which it's not an out route by the outside receiver marks. It's an out route from a slot, and not like a Team Travis out route. We're talking like a very deep out route. And the defender sits down in a little zone. And like once I see him sit there, it's a waiting game for me, and I just don't drop back far, and I just throw it. And I think I must have thrown it too hard to the sideline and not thrown it up high enough, but I've never seen a guy just hop up and snag this ball, and he just snagged up like it was his. And that's 3 points right there. And I had another ball when I was on like the 10, 15 yard line. I threw a ball to Kelsey. Same thing. Guy hops up and grabs this ball. I'm thinking it's totally a completion. It's like a dot. And those 2 interceptions are 6 points at a minimum. And there you go, man. So I thought I did good versus, but the point is that Toothlezz has played 2-3 really good defenses. Now the Giants defense is 5th in the league, and they're number 1 versus the pass. The problem is we just looked at their roster. They're 19th versus the rush. So while Travis is good at stopping people, they're number 5. They're going to have to play. Like, they're not just going to have to play the number 5 defense, though. They're going to have to get turnovers. Like I said, I was not able to get my hand on the football. Al, did you get any turnovers?
No, I didn't get shit.
When I've gone on my deep playoff runs, when I've gotten to the Super Bowl, I've gone multiple games without a turnover. And if you do turn it over, it's like a useless one at the end of a game and you're winning. If you go turnover free, you just have such a big chance to win the game you're playing, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
Must be
That's
nice
all
to
it
do
is.
I mean, you move the football, move the chains, keep the guy in front of you, don't turn it over. Again, the Giants, man, if they turn it over, they are fucking done. But like I told you, the Giants' offense is weak. They have weak run defense, weak run players.
I will say this though, like their pass rush, if you can, even if Travis goes down by 7, and he can kind of somewhat slow down the run, like his pass rush can get home, honestly. And Kyrie is known to throw ducks when he's under pressure.
Now,
what was the Falcons, Panthers, and Lions defense ranked?
I'll give it to you. The Falcons are 18th, and that sounds about right for Bugsy. Bugsy gives up a lot of yards, and he's
just better at the goal line.
Yeah,
honestly.
But he's 18th overall.
Yeah, bend and don't break.
And then the Panthers, Billy, not a great defensive player. He's 14th in points, 19th in yardage, so middle of the pack. And then we have, who was the last one I was looking up?
Yeah, but you got to also think Billy's got a pretty good offense, and the Giants held him to 17.
Bobby's
17.
23 in defense.
Points.
His defense is pretty bad. Gives up a lot of passing yards. I gotta say, here's the thing about the Giants' pass rush, which I don't even know how they get to the quarterback, but if they for some reason do,
he's got Lorenzo Carter and Tyus Bowser.
Yeah, but those guys. Carter's fast, but Toothlezz got a good offensive line. He's got a quick eye to dump the ball off, and if
my defense line didn't get to him at all.
If Toothlezz is, if you try to blitz Toothlezz and he's ready for it, man, you could get annihilated. If he's trying to force it downfield, and you can get Jackson trying to throw the ball, then yeah, you can definitely get picks. But I feel like
you say man would be a good scheme against the Titans to watch like the quick stuff.
Yeah, and so this is where I'm gonna give everybody a tip. If you play man versus the Titans, you are going to get absolutely annihilated. You're gonna get destroyed because the amount of drags they run, there's almost a double drag on every play, and Hambler will blow by his guy on a drag. And it's just a matter of you missing one little tackle, and he's off. And it's just something that he does. He does it on the backfield, too. With Henry, he comes out in these little routes. Travis calls some...
a drag or a quick corner route.
If Travis calls some man or man blitz, which he does quite a bit of, that's my fear for him, is that he will not be playing man defense to the level it needs to be played versus tight. If you call man mixed with some zone, like if you man up a dude and call a flat zone and you get the problem is you don't have a lot of time with Toothlezz because he hikes it so fast. It's hard to make the necessary adjustments, so it's better to kind of stick with, like, if you call flat zones, cover 3 hard flat and guard the tight end cross, there's nowhere for Toothlezz to go with the ball, but it doesn't matter. He'll just, even on those coverages, he'll throw a 3-yard completion, and that's 2nd and 7. And now Derrick Henry's getting 8 yards the next play. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I would, I don't really think I would run man. Like, when I play Toothlezz again, I won't run as much man. I might show it. I might show that man press, but really just be in the cover 4 or a zone, but maybe show the man and let him call the drags and the
if
slants. But then
if you're Al,
once he hikes that ball, it's going to drop off and be in the zone.
Now, for let's back up. If you're Al, if I'm Al and I'm running man, I'm not going to tell Al not to run man because he has a very specific team. He has some lockdown corners. Al can run man versus anybody he wants to. That's X's and O's. That's him making the right plays when the game is in motion. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about regular dudes playing this game.
Yeah.
When Al runs man the way he wants to, Al can blow you out. So a little different there. The Giants are not constructed to run man versus the Titans. So bad idea for them.
Pretty fast corners last I checked.
Yeah, but they're all like low 70s.
But
young. Like
speed doesn't.
They're not going to stay with Amari Cooper on his cuts and his routes, and they're not going to stay with Hamler or Andrews.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like even if they have fast speed, you're thinking about the 9 ball, but Toothlezz is running a drag or a slant and a cross route, and those guys with the lower overalls just get ripped, just annihilated, just ripped to shreds. So, again, Al can do it if it works, but the Giants.
I can see what you're saying though, like mix that man end zone up. Like if he puts a purple zone on each side of the field, like the cloud flats, and then have the guys manned up, and that could be kind of like the little help, like for the drags and the crossing routes. But
if you can do something like that,
Travis, I'm staying away from man today.
I think Travis likes to play man, and we'll see what he does if. My wife is paying you.
Does Toothlezz take a lot of deep shots or not really? He just
No. He's almost nothing will even be if it's not a crossing.
See, but that's the thing though. If you cheat up, you think he would hit you with something big?
Oh, if you cheat up, yeah, he'll if you press up, he'll smoke you because he's got Amari Cooper and Hamler. Those guys will just blow. They blew by.
Well, you would, as a defensive player, you would have to guess pass and tell your DBs to play over top so they could just start fucking running back right away. But and make sure they're aligned right. You can't come up, play press, and then sometimes your cornerback's a yard inside the receiver, just give them a free route. So you need to make sure they're lined up right, and then make sure they're playing over top if that's what you're going to do.
I mean, and again, a lot of this is hard to do because Toothlezz will he'll hike it quick, and Marksy is also running with Tyreek Jackson any chance he can get. So you have to spy this, that, man, cloud flat, all these adjustments, and a flip of a switch.
By the time you're down to 2 rushes, huh?
You're down to 2 rushers, and then he runs with Henry, and he goes for whatever he's going to go for. So.
I mean, that one touchdown he got on me with Andrews, man, it was literally he came out there, and I went to flip my play over. Yep. And when you go to flip, your freaking corners start running across the field.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he called hike, and the tight end went untouched, like a deep corner route, like no one on him, and just fucking, it was an easy touchdown.
Yep.
But you can't make mistakes like that versus.
See, that's the problems with your defense. Sometimes is because when you go to flip, like there's a few times I've caught you.
I call timeout usually. Yeah, or I see that shit and I just waste one of my timeouts. But yeah, he caught me on it pretty good, and then
like
so
I said,
this game's supposed to start.
It's supposed to start here shortly. It's supposed to start within. I got a message at 9:05 that said 15-20 minutes. So if we get a 9:25, 9:30 kickoff here, we could be. I think we could be. It's game time here shortly. I'm about to drop a message in here.
So I have a question. Did anybody look at draft stories to see who the MVP was?
What's the story, Mark?
I had my shit on Auto Scout all year.
You've had on auto all year?
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Check it out when it gets to the combine.
The
That
combine.
really makes a difference. Let's use the rest of those points on some physically gifted guys. Get late.
Right.
The only thing you miss out on is the draft stories. So
I'll tell you what,
but to
man.
be honest, it seems like a lot of red diamonds are coming out with like superstar dev now, and the green diamonds all come out normal.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna look at some stats here for two minutes just to see the Titans number 2 in offensive yardage.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the fumbles here. I thought maybe I'd see something crazy for the Giants and causing a lot of fumbles with Jamal Adams, but I don't. Titans tied for the top of the league in picks, 51. 47 for the Ravens.
That's the downside to Tyree. You know what I mean? I mean, he's got him pretty good right now. So.
Well, no. I mean, Toothlezz gets a lot of picks.
Oh.
And I think that's because he goes up and then plays gamble ball. But because he knows like some of these he plays so much CFM, he knows some of these formations. So some guys get squirrely. He'll, if you hike a ball, he knows where the money routes. He'll be like kind of like you, Marks. He'll be like a cornerback or something fucking weird, and he'll like run down in a play and get up and he'll do weird shit. And to me, that doesn't bother me because I'm like, all right, I know you're here. I can see you running around, and then I just go somewhere else, and it doesn't really bother me. But some guys, they freeze and they don't know what to do, and then they're like, and then they throw it to you anyways, right? They're like,
Dude,
oh my God, he's like covering.
Moth to a flame, dude.
He's like,
Right
it is.
I do it sometimes too, but you just see something moving around, you're like, there.
Yeah, you're like, oh, there's my post, and he's covering it, but I'm gonna fit it in anyways.
My player's better than him.
Yeah, dude. We all get like that. Toothlezz definitely knows where to run up, and again, if you see him kind of running around your area where you want to go, just take something else. But easier said than done. Like I said, like a moth to a flame. Just my guy's better than you, and then the pick happens. So
yeah, I do a lot of that.
and it's weird too because I'm talking about Toothlezz a little bit here because I'm in the AFC. It's the truth. I watch AFC more. I'm paying attention more. I don't watch a ton of Travis. I know what he does from the pass. I'm interested to see if he can move the football.
You know what's interesting is he's got Barkley, but he actually runs his backup running back like almost just as much.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I think he's like a rookie from this year.
I think he was trying
Harrison
to get him
or something like that.
Yeah. Harry Stun. So fucking weird.
And then I will say that his roster, the move he made to get
Jamal.
No, who's his other wide receivers?
More.
Because like Slayton's not really like a bona fide number one. Yep. But he's definitely good in that 2 spot.
And then
he's got pretty good wide receivers.
He has Golden
State kept Evan Ingram, which was solid.
The Giants, he's got a crummy line.
Dude, his O-line is garbage. I don't know how he's getting the blocks he gets.
He's got a crummy line, but he's at least got some playmakers, and we'll see what happens. Again, I got the stats up. Giants got their 5th in D, defensive points. If they can buckle down in the red zone, what I'm saying, stop Derrick Henry, which has been hard. I held Toothlezz to 20. And on one of the touchdowns he had versus me, it was like from like the 7-yard line on like 3rd down. And I was like in an all-run defense, and he ran it over on the right side of the field. And I ran over with my user. And 2 of my players got like my wide receiver, or his wide receiver, pancake my cornerback. Pancake Sneed, who's like one of my best run-stopping defenders. He's got like 96.7 speed. He usually runs in and tackles dudes. He got pancaked. Somebody else got pancaked. I had to jump over a guy, and Derrick Henry just the whole right side of the field. There was nobody there. It was the most pathetic play And it was like, what are you gonna do about that, man? I mean, if that happens to the Giants tonight, they are.
See, but you know what's interesting though is you guys were talking about the road to the bowl.
Yep.
But you also got to think about it. Travis plays in a division where he has to play Shusky twice.
Mm-hmm.
He has to play Jake twice.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to play Marco twice, who Marco
is not bad.
Even though he lost in the bowl, he still was in a bowl last year.
Right.
So it's like that right there is enough trial by fire. And then you figure he had to beat
I got, like I said,
3 other good teams on the way there.
I picked the Titans here to win this game. But with that being said, the Super Bowl is about to start here. Toothlezz has booted his Twitch, and it will be coming up. So we're going to switch over to the game. I'm going to call it. Marks, you want to stay in the booth with me? If not, you can go.
Yeah, I'll be in here for a little bit, and then I got to head out. Got to work early.
Okay, I'm going to call the game. And, yeah, I'm going to go piss for 2 seconds so I can enjoy myself. But it's fucking game time here. Marks, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. We boot up the stream. Yeah, if you're watching, type in the chat who you think's going to win this game. So we can get a little head count. So we got one for Titans and one for We Back, baby. Bugs. Is TC in Team Travis now? No, as much as I think Toothlezz might win it, I'd love to see Travis win here.
I'm back. I'm back.
So I have a question. Is this the first real playoff run Travis has made?
This is yes, for he's not been to a conference title game. This is again as big as it gets for him.
And Toothlezz was stopped every year but one, right? He won one, or
he went to the Super Bowl versus Max and lost.
Okay, so he's got no Max in his way. It's
no Max. This is his second time in a DevNat Super Bowl, so it's a big opportunity. He's beat me. He beat Al. I'm saying, what does and what's he gonna make of that?
I don't know. For some reason, I have a gut feeling it's gonna be a low-scoring game.
I got no. I'm saying
Well, that's the thing. It could look like it's no scoring, then all of a sudden, like an 80-yard bomb happens, and then all of a sudden it's just sim defenses for the rest of the day. Who can score the most?
We're giving away a TV at the end of the game here, so. And here we go. We're kicking the game off. You got Giants. Travis, Tc8713, God only knows what, versus Toothlezz and the Tennessee Titans, Dev Nation Live Super Bowl 39. Dr. Ice Punch here in the booth with Zim Reapers, the Baltimore Ravens.
Wait, do they have a home Super Bowl game right
now? What's that? I think we have a connection error here.
Because the Titans have an open dome, right?
It looks like we're playing the Super Bowl. It's an open dome here. There's Daniel Jones. We're highlighting some of the players. We've went over the roster. Welcome to the fucking show.
Daniel Jones. This is every Giant fan's wet dream right now to see him in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit hard, I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie, a little bit.
Meanwhile, you got Tyree Jackson, who's not even in the game anymore. XFL standout.
925. Travis just said he's got kicked. I don't know if this is going to reset. Welcome again. Welcome to the
playing Madden so long, and I never actually watched the full beginning. I'm usually just mashing A to get to the kickoff.
Just keep tagging everybody. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, this is taking a while. I don't know if this is because of the... Because somebody got... Yeah, they're going to get kicked out of the menu screens here. They're going to go back. Have to run this back. We have... Bobby was on chat earlier. Lions were talking it up.
Well, at least we got to see the intro once, yeah.
So we got to see the full-fledged... We got to see the... Yes, we got to see the full-fledged intro.
Nice little preamble to the Super Bowl. And after the commercial, be back for the kickoff.
And they're right back in the lobby here.
Depends what kind of Tyree's going to come out today. I'm telling you, man.
You know what, Marks? He doesn't throw it like that in the playoffs.
You're going to have... Listen, if Henry starts to get bottled up, then, you know, you're going to have to pass.
Nope. I'm not gonna.
It's a little Booger McFarland take for you.
Booger.
Well, if the run's not open, you're going to have to pass.
The problem is, sorry, I just gonna stuff my face with cheese puffs. Even if you stop Henry on one play, if it's 2nd and 11, runs it again, or he throws a little 5-yard drag, or he runs with 5 yards with Jackson, he just gonna keep moving the chains. Tyree Jackson will not be throwing the ball, and when he does, again, it's on a play action. Handler's on there's a double slant or double drag, and somebody's on like a deeper cross. Usually it's a tight end or something, or handler. And if, you know, he'll throw that cross route. Uh-oh. Somebody joined. Alvin was in for a second. He was here and gone, maybe. Again, he'll throw a deep cross on a play-action play, but those are a shot play where the guys are wide open. There's nothing to do, and you're just up in the box trying to stop Henry at that point with your linebacker. They will let Jackson throw that pass, but Jackson will not drop back and throw a streak or something like that, like you may do, or I'll just drop back and throw a ball. Okay, here we go. Kickoff underway here. Giants get ball first. We'll mark that down. You'll see again the Titans come out in the base formation, made famous by myself. Don't show people what you're giving them, and we'll see what. Like I say, I'll call out what I'm seeing, and give you the breakdown here. Again, giveaway after the game. Type giveaway to enter. Blah blah blah. Giants here.
You know what I've noticed? The base only really kills it when you're in man coverage, honestly.
And the Giants are in there. It's a weak formation with a dive kind of look. And Barkley's going to go up the middle here for a nice 5-yard gain. 2 receivers set to the left.
If you can get this ball going with Barkley, man.
Like I said, if we'll have to see if Jones here under center now. It's Trey White flex-ish. But again, Toothlezz knows all the routes here. He's up in the box out of a flat zone, and Barkley here up the middle again, and right there. Again, notice how he gets pulled backwards there by Simmons, leaving a 3rd and 1. Toothlezz out of a nickel. Base picks his play before. Doesn't even see what the Giants are coming out in it. So if he could just pick goal line right now and get a first down. And Jones is going to make some adjustments. And they're going to toss this ball. And Barkley's going to be on his way here. He runs right at Toothlezz, and he's going to go in for a fucking touchdown on the opening drive. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
I'm a little behind you. Gotta tune into
what the
Travis's feed.
Yeah, I'm watching Toothlez's feed. Wow.
What's the handle for the game?
What's the what? Oh my goodness, the Giants score on a toss on 3rd and 1, and Toothlezz here is rocked early. He goes right at his user, and he guy just misses him. And there you go. I was wondering if maybe Max or Al would have a game like that. But they kind of just weren't able to run the ball like this against Toothlezz. We'll see here if the Giants, again, this has been my big worry here, is the Giants defense. So we'll see. But they've already, they got 7 though, so it's a good start. And let's see what this Giants defense going to impress us. And Henry out of the eye is going to pick up only a couple. Again, you'll get a look at the Tennessee offense. We're running the same stuff all year. Again, will Travis know all this? Probably not. And again, if he can make some adjustments, maybe Jamal Adams can get a hit, keep himself in the game. And here's a little tight end screen.
It's an interesting way to just get like 5-6 yards right there. The screen pass.
Toothlezz has a lot of little plays here, and this could be a play action pass where there's going to be a deep cross, and if not, it'll be just an easy handoff here to. And this is very well covered by the Giants. It's a punt, and what you're seeing on this play here is Travis actually covers Derrick Henry, and that's where Toothlezz wants to go with this ball. He does a great job of. I blacked out. I think that was a zone coverage, but it's a man match zone.
It might have been that cover 4 with the man principles potentially.
That's definitely certainly an option, something like that. But it's again, the Giants do a great job of taking away Henry, and Toothlezz here now caught off guard with an RPO, and it's a nice little swing here. Jones makes his first completion for about 14.
Good play.
Yes, it is a good play. It's thrown perfectly there.
Did you try to get Toothlezz with RPOs, or it's not really your style?
I don't really run RPOs too much, and you know what I'm saying, I gotta do my motion and my sweep and blah 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 blah. And you know what? When I did come out in my RPOs, Toothlezz was aligned to stop them. He wasn't kind of caught off guard. Again, coming down in the box there like that with a safety, he does that to stop Barkley, and that's what's prompting him. Versus me, guys don't really give me that. RPO is a look when you're trying to stop the run. I'm not really a guy you're trying to stop the run super, super hard, so. Guys kind of stay wide versus me. 2nd and 8 here for the Giants. 3:23 to go. Recap, Giants scored on a giant 75-yard Barkley touchdown. Toothlezz punts on his
and that was
first
on
time.
busted man, right? He was using, I guess, whoever was covering Barkley.
It was an all-out man blitz on the touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know. You really got to have the guys for that, man, if you want to run that, because otherwise,
Yeah, you missed a dude.
easy money.
Here's Jones here out of a close set. He's out of the gun. Barkley under center, 3rd and 6. Got a drag wide open, and he comes out and muffs it. Travis rolls right into the defender. I'm not sure why. Moves
Those guys release instantly on that.
He runs right into the pressure.
If he would have stepped up and went above the lineman, he would have had the time he needed to get that ball.
Oh, if he would just listen, he's rolling over there to get a little. This is just what he wants to do. But if he just stays right in the pocket and just throws it like a regular throw, Titans making a couple adjustments here. They only run about one play out of this route, and this is it. He got Al with this play. I know it. Hamler will be on a post. There's a drag and there's an in, and Hamler's on a post. He'll try to get the ball to Hamler. If not, he'll just hit a drag or a... Here's a ball down the middle, and it's going to pop out. I'm not going to lie, I didn't think we'd see such aggressive throws from Toothlezz. I called us to start the broadcast.
It's the Super Bowl, man.
Super Bowl,
Get
Buck
those
Fever.
jitters, man.
Buck Fever is real, and I think that's definitely a first indication of Buck Fever here.
I mean, that was a pretty decent pass, though, honestly. He should.
No. It's, well, I'm not saying that with Jamal Adams smashing you, but.
Oh, I forgot he got Jamal Adams.
And here's another drag. So all these drops here that you're seeing from the Titans versus the Giants, I was unable to get any of these drops. These were all completions, and these add up with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry might not touch the ball on this drive here, which is wild. Look for him out of the backfield on a pass. Oh, Andrews also could be a big target here. Let's see what happens. I think Adams might even be down in the box. And he's going to chuck it, and it's going to be intercepted. And this might be, look out, he's going to juke him out, number 30. I don't even know who this is, and it's going to be a touchdown. Giants are going to go up fucking 14.
Oh, nice juke. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a big play.
Holy fuck. And just like that, I called the Titans and Toothlezz to win this game handily, and they are down 14-0 to the underdog Giants. Wow. An out route turns into a pick six, and honestly, that is a
Listen, one thing I've learned over the years: if the Giants are ever an underdog in the Super Bowl, watch out.
Oh, here's a big hit
Watch
too.
out.
Here's a big hit, and I'll tell you what, if you call an out route on some of these plays and manually enter it, you are at risk to get picked. They just don't work like they used to. And I tell you from experience, if you're manually adjusting, Henry blows right by the Giants there. They missed an assignment, and Toothlezz wisely here needs to get this guy the football. I mean, that was so easy there. Again, here's another double drag, double in. And
Dude,
then
with that 94 speed, man, he has like some separation ability, which is crazy.
oh, and here's an easy toss here to Cooper. And just like that, the Titans have...
Oh, Toothlezz finding a groove right now.
So a big run, a big pass, and the Giants here will see if they can... Uh-oh. Here goes Henry up the middle for another 10 yards. 3 straight first downs, 3 straight big plays. Watch out for Jackson to keep the ball on a read option. Giants aligned to stop the RPO, and it's going to be just... Oh, look at how... See, he gets the outside marks, and then he can cut up the middle so quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then he squares up at you, and then then you can kind of get him off a little bit sometimes.
Right. And then here's another handoff to Henry, who led the league with 40-something touchdowns and an easy answer there. Titans fans rejoice.
So you know what's crazy? You guys were saying the right side of his O-line looks weak. Watch the right side of his O-line. He's got that dude Wilson, who's like 6'6", like 350 pounds. Like, dude, that basically takes up 2 people right there. And he's got that shitty guard going one-on-one with somebody.
Wow. So, at least 14-7 for Titan fans. And we have not finished the first quarter. Super Bowl 39 has been entertaining, at least. I feel like it's halftime. We're only the first quarter. It's 14-7. There's a pick 6.
I guess that kills my low-scoring game theory.
Yeah.
Games have opened now.
What's weird is the Giants are winning 7-14, but Toothlezz is usually the shootout king. He loves to play fast and get you going. So let's see if the Giants will.
It's a nice cut by Barkley.
Let's see how the Giants react to getting the lead here. Okay. Jones here out of an I formation. Toothlezz in kind of an odd alignment. He's set to stop pretty much anything. And a nice little swerve and juke. And Toothlezz goes for a hit and misses it. And the Giants here take this up the middle for another big fucking gain.
RPO runs doing it right now.
That is for sure.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Big run there by the Giants, who have really been good here in the big plays.
See, I don't know. If I see another alignment like that, where you saw where Toothlezz dropped his safety down and that whole left side was open.
Yeah.
You could run a post from the right side to the left and get a huge gain on that.
You can tell the man
drops him that far down.
You can see the man defense here. The Giants are going to call a sweep. It's going to go nowhere here. Second 11. Toothlezz pretty good at defending those. DJ Moore just can't get free with the speed. KG Fan 3, 30-1 Gaming. Toothlezz is a big or go home type of user. That is the truth. And also, what I try to take advantage of too on Toothlezz is he runs so much cover too that early in games that you can really hit him with a.
Yeah, especially with Ingram.
Yeah, you can hit him with some fucking bombs and stuff. So.
Especially, I mean, as it is right now, he's kind of getting whatever he wants rushing the ball. So, like, you know,
maybe just
hitting
stay
the tight
right.
end of the seam isn't a bad idea. Especially if the guy's going to cheat up.
Yeah, maybe just stay with that. Jones here dropping back. He's going to try to make something happen here with his feet. He's got a guy open. He throws it away. Could have taken a shot there, and he kind of bails out.
Hey, you know what though? It's better than a pick six going the other way.
Better than a pick six. Punts away. It's 5:39 here to go.
At the 3.
At the 3. I would just give it right to the workhorse, let him do his thing.
97-yard touchdown for Henry. He's no stranger to it.
And here comes the toss. Giants get a pretty good push and stop Henry for a couple yards there. 2nd and 8 again.
Man, Toothlezz is ballsy, dude. There's no way I'm doing a toss and back up my own goal line.
Like I say, you just
written all over it.
Titans again moving some dudes around here. And Henry just a savage animal. Up the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's going to be a runner or pass here.
I don't think it really matters. I think that Toothlezz here on 3rd, and I think in the short yardage with Henry, it's pretty easy just to.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you got to run it almost.
Goodness.
The last time he had a 3rd down, he threw a pick.
And he's going to throw an RPO here. And the Giants, again, not the greatest roster. Oh, guys just coming up and making a play here on an RPO here, which again, I think you just run Henry forward and just truck stick with him and he would be just fine.
See, that's the thing, though. If he was able to beat out that one guy, though, he had a massive gain with that RPO. But those are kind of risky, honestly. It really all depends if that outside guy gets a good block or not, because if he doesn't, that can get picked off pretty easy.
Yep. And here come out Giants in a strong formation. One wide receiver set to the right. Oh, and Toothlezz brings the house here. I don't know if this is run commit or not, but Barkley cuts this ball back. And he almost goes all the way. I mean, he doesn't, but he's one guy away.
Yeah, no, that's close. You could tell he was trying to get out of it, too, with that animation he got.
Oh, man. Here goes Jones under center, making adjustments. Let's see if the Giants try to beat him deep or they run it. And he's looking for the bomb. He might have it. No. He goes down to Barkley. Look at that animation right there. It's such a tough animation. And then there's illegal contact, which doesn't do much for anybody. Hey, it's virtually useless. And here come the Titans pressing.
See, but that's the question. Where was the illegal contact on that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're going to have to talk to the league office after the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hit up Goodell and be like, yeah, it's bullshit.
We don't agree. Barkley, 8 carries for 96 yards so far in the contest. Super Bowl 39.
That this kid's getting right now with his offensive line.
I think
you
it's
think with Simmons and all those guys.
You know what? I think it's just Barkley and his ability to move. I think he is really. Oh, he had a guy open, and he's going to hold it, and he's going to throw it away here. Buck fever. If the Giants would just stay on the ground, I think they would be. Oh, this is going to be up a 3rd and 18. They have had their.
And it's a grounding.
Oh yeah.
Nothing solves the drive better than that.
Jones here now on a 3rd and 18 out of 5 wide. Careful here, you don't throw a pick. This again, I'd maybe try to run it. And
I try to play for 4th down, get it somewhat close. 4th
that's what I'm saying.
5,
yeah,
over the 50.
Everyone's locked up here. This could be very close here. Now the Giants have stalled out a couple times on offense. They're up 14-7 with the defensive score. That's the good news. The bad news is, did Toothlezz get the ball to start the game? I know we went over this before, but
I think Giants did. They went down and scored right away.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So Toothlezz here. Titans got the ball. They could go score, get the ball at halftime. And just
Even
like
if
that.
you get 3 here, getting the ball back at half and being able to maybe go put up a touchdown and take the lead, nice. You really just play for any points at this point. Oh, man.
Derrick Henry goes for.
If you get anywhere near his side or his back, it's over, and he's fucking just throwing you off. Easy. You really got to get at least 2 guys in the area.
Travis also goes for a hit stick there after that play, and it's an unsuccessful one. I'll tell you what, he's lucky Derrick Henry goes out of bounds right there. Jackson now. This could be an RPO. I can't see the other side of the field, but it's a jet sweep to Hambler, who's going to hop over a guy.
Dude, those hops are dangerous, man. I've gotten some of them at the wrong time and just got blasted.
Here comes Toothlezz again. I think this is the only play out of 5 wide he runs. Yep. He'll be looking for Hambler on the... Let's see here. Let's see if there's any variation. He's going to put A on a streak again, and it's going to get fouled, and there's a drag. He sees that as...
So you would think you would want that route on the other side of the field with the more room, you know what I'm saying? That
with Derrick Henry?
Fade route?
With Derrick Henry.
The fade route.
Here's the Giants here going to try to... He throws it right to him, and he can't get an interception. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
That's got to hurt if you're a Giants fan there. Brings up a 2nd and 8. 1:05 to go here. Titans got one more timeout. And here goes Henry on this play. So it's an 11-yard carry instantly. And stretch alert lucky. And that little hitch juke is what we all do running it with Henry. He's just creating a little space here between him and the CPU defender. You can't stop that.
Dude,
and
he gets like an extra 3 yards as soon as the defender gets on him.
Yep, and here
he
goes.
Just falls forward.
And Jackson will probably just take off here. He's going to chuck it here deep, and it's going to be caught. Boy, I'll tell you what. I don't know what Travis is doing. Travis comes up on this play, and for whatever reason, he already had a guy right in front of Jackson, and then he blows the pass. Now the Titans in field goal range, and they're going to...
Go for it? No, he's taking the field goal.
He's going to take the field goal and the points here. Titans are going to go to half here as the favorite in this game against the underdog NFC, and they're going to be down 4. Super Bowl 39, Dev Nation Live, Dr. Ice Punch here in the booth with Zim Reapers. Our Ravens owner, 4K TV.
I have to say, though, Travis's defense is looking okay. I mean, he had that big play there, but that was just the fact that he didn't get home.
Yeah.
The coverage was pretty nice for the most part.
No, I mean, he had it played. He screwed up with his user.
Well, the playmaker up the field hurt, because he went up the field, and those are always dangerous because, I mean, Mark Andrews is 6'5". I don't care what corner you have out there. He's not going to be able to reach over him.
Yeah, but he was covering him manually, and he abandoned his own route. Yeah. Travis himself was covering Andrews, and all he had to do was stay with him. And here comes an option play to Henry, who's bottled up. Giants doing a good job against Henry. 7 carries, 78 yards. That's good versus him.
Listen, but that's only in one hand. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's horrible.
That's the Henry effect.
And we do have another double drag. Look here with the post to Hambler. Hambler could definitely take this to cover 2. And he's going to throw. Ooh. It's a cute little read there. Travis is almost peeling off the route, but he can't quite commit to that.
You know what's surprising? Oh, that was cover 3. It looked
Yes,
like cover 2 at first.
Oh, no. As soon as you see the safety there. And here's a swing pass, and it's thrown away, and it's an offensive pass interference here. That's an odd call.
Block downfield.
Offensive pass interference.
Pass interference.
Oh, we see that too much. Fucking weird. That being said, it brings up a 1st and 20, which is what everybody wants versus the Titans here. Let's see. A couple plays here. Goes. Oh, the Giants all over it. And Jackson double pumps, and he's got nowhere to go. The Giants do an amazing job here of covering this. It looks like this is some type of man, possibly.
Yeah. He actually had somebody running up the sideline late. Yeah, there's one of the guys who are just about on it. But
2nd and 26. Here comes. Oh, Hambler's going to be wide open. And this is what we've talked about here. If you do play man and you don't cover Hambler, hard to watch, man. And you don't even cover it with your user either. That's just a. That was like a 2nd and like 30. And now they're in the red zone here. And another drag.
Is he taking a shot?
No. Well, he's going to look on the streak, but once the defender backs up, then it's just a check down there. Giants here. I think
I'm like 5 seconds behind.
I think the Giants here like that man defense they got in the sack, and then they've overcalled it here. Now they're going to have to get back to. Oh, look at. That's probably what's going on. Look at the reverse field here. It's just stupid. How does Henry even turn back that way?
Imagine doing that.
No. On 3rd and 2, it looks like Tannehill's going to come in the game and make a pass.
Yeah, Tyree was red.
Okay.
From what? I have no clue, but.
Here comes the stretch alert, and no way the Giants are going to stop this. Henry shakes off a defender, spins, and then falls forward from another 4 yards. It's like an 8-yard gain on not too much. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And here's another carry. The Giants stop this one, but I'll tell you what, if you don't run commit right now, if you think it's a run play, you are done.
I don't know, it could be one of those little digs to Mark Andrews or something like that, you know? With a drag mixed in.
Oh yeah, he definitely could throw, but if he doesn't, and he's going to try to run it in here with Tyree Jackson, he gets hit, and he doesn't fumble. Oh, this is a huge play. It's a hit stick too. Oh, Super Bowl 29. The Giants clawing for their life now. Now 3rd and goal is most likely a fullback dive here. You got to run commit. If you don't, this is a touchdown. And it's a fullback dive with Derrick Henry, like I told you, and there you go. There's no run commit here, and it's just probably a regular blitz. I don't know if Travis knows the game to that level. Titans going to take the game. Take the game over here, 17-14. The G-men were up early, have not scored since the 1st quarter.
Only down 3 though.
Only down 3.
Only down 3.
But the Giants have not looked good on offense our last couple drives. Again, they scored on the 1 touchdown to Marks. They scored on the 1 touchdown toss to start the game, and they have not scored on offense since. Yeah. Not even a field goal. So,
but you have to admit, Toothlezz really shot himself in the foot early, but he kind of did everything he needed to do to claw back here.
Oh, the Titans have definitely clawed back. The Giants have only gotten Barkley the ball 9 times. I feel like on a couple of these.
I might have to start running that toss, dude. These guys are getting some blocks out here.
Well, if you switch into a user and miss a tackle. Oh, Toothlezz is going to get aggressive here. Another play action pass. There's not too many people open. Sets his feet, throws another ball. This is a playmaker, and Daniel Jones is going to come up with what the Giants needed. Wow. Something.
Wow.
What a play.
That's a dot, dude. That's a dot by Danny Dimes.
Now, the thing is, a lot of guys there who throw that pass, I'm going to give the Giants credit. Do you see how when you're running around, your guys get tired, they get buck fever. It's very hard to throw that ball accurately. Some guys think this is like Madden 94, and you can just stop and throw it. You have to let your guys set their feet. The Giants do a great job. Look how long Jones stands before he throws that pass, which the guy's open. And there's a fumble. Oh, my God, and the Giants pick it up. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Now, if you're the Giants here, man.
Listen, man, Barkley helped get you there, man. You gotta run these studs.
Right here, look at Toothlezz. He's in a passing defense. Look at the defenders. Count them out in the field. Run the football right here. And Toothlezz might have called some flat zones here, and that's either boom or bust. We'll see. The Giants are going to run it, and it's wide open. And the Giants finally kind of they got lucky with that playmaker. That opened up, but the Giants need to make this game easy for themselves. Just take that's there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd think about running it 3 straight times. You got that first down lurking.
I wouldn't mind trying to see getting Barkley the ball in a passing play here. And he's going to throw the ball into the end zone, and this is a fucking high point pass. It could have been picked, but it's not.
Oh, wow.
This is a totally dangerous. This is a crazy play, dude. This is a play when I said the Giants are going to have to come up.
Madden God shining down on you a little bit. That is. But either way, honestly.
When you're playing, if you're the underdog, you need some bounces. You need some Super Bowl plays. That's a Super Bowl play. That is a play that I am never getting. I am never getting that play, by the way. That's never happening. I think it was Evan Ingram.
That was a nice return for Toothlezz, though.
Yes, big return.
Oh, he's going back to the 5 wide.
Let's see if it's. Hey, I've not seen this look here too much, and this. Be careful with Hambler on a streak or whatever it is, and it could be the slants too.
I think he's going to take one of the digs.
No, it's just going to be a drag or a slant. Hambler. Oh my God, they're gonna call fucking holding. Decline this. Bring up a 2nd 18.
Look at Lorenzo Carter getting right in there though.
Yeah, Carter's all up in the. Carter quickly in for the sack. Like I say.
Just like that, 3 quarters in the books here.
Yes, 21-17. G-Men back on top.
This is money time right here.
And here's this play again. How many times have we seen this play? And they're just going to throw the safe ball to Henry, who shrugs off a dude and turns it into like a 30-yard gain. Again, how many times are we going to see that play? Wow. What the heck,
Henry's
man?
A monster.
That's just so brutal.
Don't let him see you one-on-one in the flats, dude.
That's just so brutal.
And that's Jamal Adams, too. You bring him in here and make a play like that, he just gets fucking beasted.
Beasted, dude.
That's rough.
I don't know, man. That's tough.
But I mean, he's still got a 4-point lead, so try to keep him to a field goal here, or get him out of field goal range.
Here's a play action. He's going to have Andrews here. He's going to go deep for the end zone. He's going to come up with this ball. This is a good toss. Cooper has been used pretty good, but he's like one of the better wide receivers in the game, honestly. And he's not even a big target. Why not just run this ball in? Looks like they might go to some slants here. And he's going to have it for an easy pickup touchdown here on a zig route. And just like that, the Giants call man defense. And they take the lead here. 5 minutes to go in the 5:31 to go here in the 4th. Tennessee takes the lead on that quick drive. And like I said, if you call man defense versus Titans team, it's just exactly what they want, and they look for it. And they have had an answer all the time.
The Giants have another big drive in it right here.
The Giants don't need a big drive. They need a big play, dude. And if you had a cover 2 beater, which most of us don't, I got like 6 of them.
Right here.
If
he's not dropping that guy back, you can make something happen right here.
He is, but you got to call a cover beat. You got to call a cover 2 beater that beats that, and they exist. Barkley here up the middle here for the big gain. He's gonna go about a 15-yard pickup. It started to look good, and then it.
Oh, nice cut. Oh yeah, nice cut back.
Good tackling. The Giants gonna get back to the line quickly, which is a good move for them. Jones here under center. Let's see if they hand it off. Or are they gonna run something? Sweep? No. Now they're all out of alignment with some man action. And Barkley's going to once again get the ball. He's going to get run down. No tackle behind the line. And this is where I'm nervous.
That cut's rough.
Barkley looked a little bit slower in this play. Now on 2nd and 10.
You know what it was? He took that little side cut and it ruined all of his momentum. I do that shit so much. You got to really have those high agility and change of direction backs and not touch the stick too much to the left or right.
Jones here on some slants. He's not going to have too much going for him. He's going to throw the ball away, and I think he had a guy turning upfield. He could have let this one fly.
Oh, yeah.
Let that one go right there, dude. That is, if he presses up on the stick.
I mean, not for nothing, I would run something like that again, because if he maybe saw that after the play was over, Toothlezz been giving that up a lot this game. Pretty much been all of his big plays.
Okay, out of the kind of this pistol lookish, and Barkley's going to be play action. Jones on the move. He's got him to the sideline here, and he's going to make the play, come down with it. Yes, it's a completion. DJ Moore.
Play.
Yes. Look out for Slayton here on the move. If this is some slants here, this could be the Titans defense is all out of whack right now. The Giants cut it back. Barkley now down inside the red zone. 3:35 to go. Both teams have both sides timeouts. It's Super Bowl 39 here in Dubnet.
Right now I'm looking at Daniel Jones doesn't really have that many throws in. If you're in the Super Bowl, do you play and just say, I'll take the penalty and just
of course,
to the wall and try to just do what you got to do to win?
Yeah, I don't think the Giants have that many plays. Personally, I don't think they've.
I was wondering that.
And they have a few throwaways, Marks. They have a few throwaways too.
Yeah.
They probably have 4 throwaways.
Oh, that hold, man. It's because of that little side cut, I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what. I'm not even playing. I am just calling the game. We're in our Madden CFM. And 2 of the members in our league are in our Super Bowl. We're in Super Bowl 39. Dr. Ice Punch here. I am the Chiefs. Beat the previous couple rounds. So I'm just calling the game. Now, with 3 minutes to go here, I'm not going to lie. If you're Travis, you got to think about maybe if you can get down in the end zone here, down in the red zone, can you burn this clock so that Toothlezz doesn't...
Play.
Great
Good
play,
man. He got everything back. 2nd and 5. You're in a good spot again.
I would try to get a first down here and really try to get this game to go overtime. And here goes his play action. Careful here. And he does a nice little cut down to Ingram, who's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. The Giants have taken the lead. It's what they do in the Super Bowls. Unbelievable. They're going to go up by fucking 4 points? Oh, my God. So now the Titans need a touchdown.
Get ready to see some 5 wide with some faders to Hamler.
Oh, dude, if the Giants haven't recognized that that's a bad idea, that is on them. If you call man and Handler's on that post, which he's on that one every time, he's going to get the ball so fast. He'll score a touchdown so quick. It'll make your head spin. Here comes maybe a big play action cross play. If Henry isn't open on the little flat route, it'll just be a deep cross here. Oh, it looks like they're going to run it. This is a good play. Oh, boy. And here comes another catch for Amari Cooper.
Oh, that's big.
And the Titans can move the ball.
See, that's the thing. If I'm Toothlezz, I'm going to take my time.
I think Toothlezz will score as fast as he possibly can, which could be quickly here. The Giants, listen, you've seen Toothlezz just move the football like this in this second half. He has made up ground. He's scored so quick. Some of these plays here, these stretches, I don't know if the Giants
really is just wearing them down right now, man. He is just chugging along.
I mean, this could be easily another, like, look at these. This is going to go, now we're past the 50 here. And just like that, still, there's a minute 50 to go. They got three timeouts. See, right now, Marks, what the Giants need is Jamal Adams to, like, hit a wide receiver for a
Exactly. This is why you train for him, give up all those assets. He can make a boneheaded play, but he's got to smack somebody here.
The Giants need a guy to get hit and the ball to pop up. They need something crazy. I think the Titans are going to score on this drive. There's a minute 27 to go.
Yeah. He needs like a fucking bobbled thing off like the helmet that bounces across the field and gets scooped up.
And here's a deep ball. And it could have been intercepted, and it's not. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. The play that's coming up, I think, is a screen pass. And if it is...
Oh, that's trouble. That's trouble, I'm telling you.
Oh,
right
he
now.
audibles out of it. He audibles out of the screen, which I like that play. And the Giants are going to... Listen, Giants are kind of showing man. If Hamler can get free on a... And he's gonna audible it.
Oh,
If he doesn't... Oh, he's got the playmaker. And then he's going to throw it. He did this to versus me, too. You got to let Jackson run that football, and he doesn't. Andrew just comes off his route. The Titans with 362 yards of offense.
Yeah, he really should not be running man, man.
Because it's just too easy for Jackson.
Yeah.
The Titans here, yeah.
He's got the arms to just rip it right past you. So.
20 runs, 20 passes. Here comes this. We've seen this route. This will get open versus... Oh.
Watch it.
Jackson goes down. I'll tell you what. When Jackson has been hit, he has not fumbled the ball.
Nah, dude, it's that strength, dude. He's fucking 6'7", 265, and he's got like 75 or 78 strength. Like
Super Bowl 39 here. Giants 28, Titans 24. Here's this stretch play to Henry one more time. And on 3rd and 9, and we're now going to bring up a 4th and 7. This is the game. If the Titans don't get it, what do you do here, Marks? Do you sit back in the zone? Do you play man? Do you send a blitz? Oh, God.
See, I don't even know. Honestly, I feel like you just... Listen, you don't want to give up the touchdown, so you give up maybe a 1st down running or something like that, but you definitely do not want to give up a decent-sized pass play.
And here comes Hamler. I would be following him primarily.
I would definitely be watching more games.
Giants are going to run it with Tyree. He's going to go down to the... He's going to fumble the football! And the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl! He doesn't go down!
Dude,
Unbelievable!
Slide, dude, because he's so big, dude. It takes him
What
so
are you...
long to get into the
Oh,
slide
no. He gets so greedy here. He's way past him.
That was crazy, man.
Unbelievable! Oh, no!
What?
Didn't slide. He should have slid. Clock management was awful.
I
Right?
wish
he-
Toothlezz would have called plays like that versus
Oh,
me, man.
my
He was
God,
just
the
spreading
Giants
out.
win the
That was
Super
a-
That
Bowl.
was a crazy Super Bowl.
Wow. The pick
was
six was
wild.
big. The pick six
Man, he
early was so
choked.
big.
That was bad.
Listen, he set the
that's
tone
crazy.
early.
Got
That's
through
awesome.
the gauntlet just to die anyways.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Was that Jamal Adams that forced it?
There was 10 Giants there hitting him. I mean,
That's great. Yeah, man. He ran into the whole squad, man.
Hey, You beat KC, you beat the Browns, and you lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Yo, I can't believe that. I cannot believe.
I'm pumped for Travis, though, bro. I'm pumped for him.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for Travis, too.
Wow, what a
Man,
fucking
that's crazy, though.
game, dude.
I was watching this game the whole time and thinking, where the fuck were all those play calls versus me? Like, he didn't go 5 wide or nothing, dude. It's crazy.
Well, he did. He scored a
Wow.
touchdown on it. Holy shoot, dude.
What a game.
What a fucking contest, man.
And
Travis is the
Daniel
Super Bowl
Jones
champ.
is hoisting the Lombardi right now.
It never happened in real life, but fuck it. Might as well enjoy it while I can here.
Take a screenshot.
Fuck the
Mark.
AFC, bitch.
Yeah. I don't believe it. Travis, Super Bowl champ. There you have it, man. Upsets.
Everyone's shocked.
I'm blown away. The pick six was so big. Daniel Jones
I
with
just don't know
105
how you don't
yards.
slide right there at the 5-yard line and then give it to Henry after.
Oh, like
Dude,
I said,
I'm telling you, it's because Tyree Jackson's 6'7". His slot animation takes forever, dude. Forever.
no, dude, look how long he waits. Listen, once he got past the
He
first down,
didn't even try.
no,
I
he
don't
wouldn't
think-
try.
oh,
He didn't even
He
try to
wasn't
slide.
trying, bro.
Look at
That's all right there. That's all we got.
he got
You had 2
annihilated.
timeouts left, man. You could have still gave it to Henry another play.
I can't believe
Listen,
it.
dude, you want the glory. You know what I'm saying? It's...
Oh my
So
goodness.
I'm gonna make you. No, I'm not.
What a freaking Super
Wow.
Bowl. I d-
See, that might just took the wind out of Toothlezz, man. He's probably like, oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck is right? Unbelievable. The Giants win the fucking Super Bowl, dude. Travis is the champ. Toothlezz goes down in another Super Bowl. He's gotten there twice. I don't know. Has somebody ever gotten the Super Bowl twice and not won it? Just wild. Absolutely wild. I got disconnected from the franchise. Listen, I'm going to. We're gonna do the drive right now. I'm gonna do the giveaway. Sorry, I can hear myself.
Advancing tonight?
Welcome to the show. Who we got?
Answer that question, Alvin.
Oh,
Alvin got
my-
the Super Bowl how many times? Choke City.
Oh,
baby.
that's right, yeah, Alvin. Twice for poor
3
fucking
times,
Alvin,
right?
dude. Wow, just twice. Just twice for Alvin as he
What a game. The underdog Giants.
we have not done the giveaway. I'm about to pull the trigger here. Drum roll. I think I'm just gonna close this out. We have 20 entrants, 1,600 tickets purchased.
Yeah, I only got 108 tickets. It's horrible.
108's good, Al. That's probably like third or fourth most here. Listen, there's a slew of you in the running. It'll give us the it'll give us the percentages after. Let me see what goes on here. Let me record my damn screen so I don't get convicted of fucking cheating or something.
Dude, that Denzel gift that Travis posted.
Oh
So
my
good.
God. So good, dude. So good. Unbelievable. Let me switch this. I gotta fucking piss. Before I go pee, we're gonna give away the TV, but so people don't have to stay up too late.
Bunch of wee backs in the chat for the next.
We back's gonna be back for the whole fucking cycle, dude.
See, look at that. He gets his own catchphrase, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's in the Super Bowl.
Exactly. His own
Taking down
catchphrase.
Toothlezz.
Here we go. I'm gonna close the giveaway. We'll see
By
who
an
wins here.
excellent PR stunt. The Titans are back.
Close giveaway. Draw a winner. Here we go. Who's gonna be? And I'll tell you what, with not too much, not too.
Sadler?
Does it say on the stream?
Yeah.
It does, because it's Sadler has won the giveaway, dude. Sadler 09.
Well, I guess that was kind of fitting for tonight, dude. Everybody was counting Travis out, dude. And Sadler only had a 3% chance to win.
Somebody clip this.
What the fuck?
Yo, it's rigged, dude. It's rigged, no matter.
3.9%.
Roll
Although
that shit again.
Sads don't even know for a few days, dude, that he won. So you might as well just re-roll it.
Sads had like 60-something tickets, which isn't bad. He subs and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. So Sadler wins. What up?
What is this bullshit?
What's going on?
You didn't even put the giveaway on the screen. Sadler works for you and gets paid. This is bullshit.
No, he doesn't get paid.
This is bullshit.
It's on the screen. It's on the stream. There you go.
This is book.
It says the winner
this
is right
bullshit.
there.
I demand a reroll.
There he goes. He doesn't even know how to work a TV.
Sadler did. He did trade in his tickets earlier today. Blah 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 blah.
Bullshit.
It's over.
Marty's actually keeping the TV. That's all that just happened right now.
Believe me, dude.
And it seems to be upset night tonight.
Wow. What a fucking playoffs, man.
What a waste of 100 fucking tickets.
Yeah, think about all that work Al had to do to get those fucking tickets. I'm not gonna lie, I had a game plan for like a week to try to figure out how to attack this thing.
I can't believe that we just went through
Dude,
this
I
whole
had all
season.
my passwords that I had to reset, dude. It's like a fucking inception of passwords. It was fucking terrible.
Yo. The Giants win the Super Bowl. Toothlezz gets by everybody and can't fucking get it done. Oh my.
It seems like Tyree Jackson might need to change his scenery.
that one's gonna haunt Toothless, man. That's probably the biggest Super Bowl upset we've had.
After what Toothlezz just went through in the AFC, how well he's been playing, it's only fitting for this season, I guess, for him to lose. Nothing has made sense this whole season. It's been fucking insane. Every time you think you have it figured out, something goes haywire. He beats me. He beats Al. Max goes out to Al. Toothlezz beats a good Charger team and then goes. I tell you what, the Giants, yeah, they goofed up a couple man coverages, but they did call a pretty good game. They mixed it up. They played well. They never let Hambler get over the top, like super big, got a couple slants given up, but they scored on those big championship plays. That playmaker that Daniel Jones has, that was kind of like he had no idea where he was going with the ball. And he ends up fucking making that pass. That touchdown in the end zone that he comes up with, that animation there was a huge play. The pitch touchdown was a big play. The pick six. The Giants needed all those, and they got like four or five plays that were just enormous.
So question: Who have been the Super Bowl winning quarterback so far in DevNet? You had who the Skins
they're
have
mostly
season one?
They're mostly
Was it Haskins?
Was it Haskins season one? I think that's all that was there. Nobody special.
So you have Haskins won a bowl, Mahomes, Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
And is that it?
Shut. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. The thing for Toothlezz is, though, I think he's the favorite to get right back here, and I think the other guy that you'd see playing him next season with, again, how these cycles go, was Max. I think Max and Toothlezz will have a date in the early season prediction in the AFC title game next season. And in the NFC, fuck the NFC, dude. What a clusterfuck of a conference. Who knows, man? It could be Fast Break Dimes, could be Jake. Jake could win every game, go 20-0. Or maybe, I don't know, man. Everybody in the NFC that believes in themselves could go. It's fucking that wild down there.
Well, yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try to hit Toothless up while he's at a low point and see if I can snag some players from his team. I'll talk to you guys later. Good Super Bowl. Thank you, Marks, for dialing. I'm also going to get off, put the broadcast up, or do all my IT shit. And we'll catch everybody
on the flip side and get out an announcement for advancing and all that other bullshit. So, welcome to the fucking show. Super Bowl 39 in the books. Giants 28. Travis over Toothlezz 24 in the Titans. Congrats to both guys in their seasons. And Travis now a Super Bowl fucking champion. So, welcome to the fucking show. I punch ice.